Smashing jack-o'-lanterns? Stealing candy? It's okay. Believe it or not, I was just like you when I was a kid. Till my dad set me straight to this. See, my dad taught me tonight. It's about respecting the dead.
Halloween. You mean Samhain? When the barrier between the living and the dead was thinnest, and often involved rituals that included human sacrifice.
What in God's name are you doing down there, Wilkins? Hiding bodies?
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into sci-fi, horror movies, cult classics, new and old. Warning, spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
Who cares, Art? I'm Mr. Krieg, and I'm your next door neighbor. I want to keep that goddamn kid out of my yard. Halloween. I got an NRA card. Not afraid to use it. God damn it. Trick or treat. Goddamn bastards.
Wait, that's my neighbor across the street. I'm Erik Rodenheiser here in Salem, Massachusetts, in the midst of October. Yeah.
And we have a movie we're talking about today, Erik. Is there a more Halloweeny movie than the movie we're talking about today? There probably are, but it's close. It's a close call, right?
The only one I can think of is Spirit Halloween.
That's right.
No, I agree. I'm trying to think of one that's like Halloween, and I think this is it.
This week, Erik, we're talking about Trick or Treat, movie that came out in 19.
Came out in 19.
I'm actually leaving that in. Erik, the reason Erik's laughing, for those of you listening, is I had to do about 20 takes of our intro today because I'm really scattered. So I'm leaving that in. But this movie, Erik, came out in 2007.
Oh, not 1906 or whatever.
No,
you started with.
not 1906. It is directed by Michael Dougherty. Dougherty. Yep.
Dougherty.
Starring Anna Paquin. How do you pronounce her name?
I don't know, Art, but I just know that my podcast with you today is going to be filled with me just making fun of every single mistake you make. So yeah, Anna Paquin. Anna Paquin, born in 1906. Anna Paquin.
Yes, Anna Paquin. Dylan Baker, Leslie Bibb, and Brian Cox.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Brian, I love Brian Cox.
Hello, Brian. Brian Cox.
And I will say, Erik, I got to see this movie in the theaters.
I know recently, right? You said every time we do a podcast, you're like, oh, by the way, it's playing right down the street from my house. I'm like, what? I was so jealous because I never saw that. It never came out in the theaters. It's just straight to video. I remember when I first saw Trick or Treat, when I'm looking for videos, I was like, oh, 82 minutes. It's got to suck. But I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. But you saw it recently.
I saw it just the other night.
Awesome.
AMC's and Regal Theaters were doing through Fathom Entertainment across the country for a couple of nights release of Trick or Treat. As a matter of fact, it's playing tonight as we're recording. It's playing tonight.
Well, I got 3 hours behind you. I can fly out there after the podcast.
No, it's playing near you too. I looked it up.
Oh, is it?
Playing at the Liberty Tree Mall in Danvers.
Holy crap.
Yeah, AMC.
That's 20 minutes away.
I know. So I looked it up for you. But I got to see this movie, and it was great because, as you said, it did not have a theatrical release at the time that it came out. And so there was a little video intro with the director, Michael Dougherty, and also they screened a little short that he made, an animated short that he made way back in 1996, so almost 10 years before Trick or Treat, that is kind of the origin story of what we're going to be talking about tonight. And he explained his reason for even making that short and why Halloween is important to him.
What did he say? What did he say about the short? The short is about this little dude that's going trick or treating. He looks like he's the only one, and then he gets accosted by a guy, or does he?
Mm-hmm. We shouldn't give it away. I would recommend it if you can look it up. It's called Season's Greetings.
Season's Greetings, and it's really short, right?
Yeah, it's very short.
What did he say? What did he say about
what he said, Erik, is when he was younger, he was out trick or treating with his friends, And he said they got mugged on Halloween.
Oh.
And what he meant by that, he goes, I should clarify, it was older kids demanding we give them their candy. And Michael Dougherty was like, I've been out for hours filling this pillowcase, and he refused to let it go. And the bully, one of them, was beating him up while Erik, while he was holding on to his pillowcase, and the bully started pulling the pillowcase and dragging him through the leafy gutter as he was still holding on to his pillowcase. So, Erik, you're going to love this. He didn't actually say whether the bully got away with the candy, but he said in the moment when the bully was dragging him, he thought to himself, I wish there was some sort of devil or demon or angel of Halloween that would come and do justice for me and would punish this bully for what he's doing to me. And that was a memory from when he was a child.
That is awesome, because I believe you know that I have a extreme love for Halloween in particular.
Yes.
And I technically still go trick-or-treating because we give out candy, and our street is sadly not that busy, but we give out the big ass candy. And then I go down the street dressed as whatever. It's usually the Grinch or something like that. And I go trick-or-treating and I get my own freaking candy. And me and my two brothers were mugged. Leaving a candy store, and I had a widow bag of candy.
Oh.
Yes, and Art, I wonder why that's why I always go for candy, because he only took mine. 3, they look like gigantic. They were probably high schoolers. I was probably 8. And they just went by, and I just remember it to this day. He went, candy. And I backed up against the fence, and he took my bag and walked away with it.
So you relate to this. You totally relate to this story.
Yep. I think my 50 cents worth of candy, which when I was a kid was my entire savings for the year.
But I love how he was like, I worked all night you are not taking this.
Yeah, I love it. He's dragging them. Give me it. And I love it that it's in a pillowcase, because I think anyone out there going trick-or-treating, definitely bring a pillowcase.
Yes.
Just don't drag it. Oh my gosh, a lot of candy dragging in trick or treat.
So that inspired him. He got the inspiration from that to make this character that we see in the animated short. This person. We're going to call him Sam. Who he's going to be in this movie, in the feature-length movie. But that what inspired him to start sketching that character, even when he was, I think a few years went past and that memory came up to him, and he started sketching out that character. And then he made this animated short, and then became sort of a person in Hollywood. He was doing animation. And he actually worked on a few movies that, big movies as an animator and television shows, and then got his chance to make this feature movie. And this was his first feature, and great. Wrote it.
Was his first feature?
I think it was his first feature. Yeah.
Wow.
And so
the art, there's proof that trauma breeds creativity and success. So if you have trauma, everyone, stop, sitting there and going, poor me, go out and make a movie.
And I would imagine that this would be very tough if it's your first feature movie. He made Trick or Treat, and it was scheduled for an October release in the movie theaters, all scheduled, and it got pulled, and it never came out in the movie theaters. That must be so disappointing.
Yes,
I can't imagine.
And you can't imagine how he feels now being a multi-successful director and writer.
Yes, I know.
He's still thinking about that candy.
Well, good for him, because we'll just say to everybody, it does have sort of a happy ending. He went on to make some more movies, and one of them is even like Godzilla King of Monsters he's directing.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the idea that you made a movie and it went straight to video, you would think, oh my God, that's it. I'm cooked. Like my first movie.
That art about the video store, that's what I love. That's gone. It's now a gone thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the video store where one person comes in, finds Trick or Treat, and then says, hey, I got this movie. Next thing you know, everybody's going for Trick or Treat.
Yes.
to watch it on video.
So good for him. And he made a movie that I think might be a future midnight cinema. He made a Christmas horror movie.
Oh, all right. It's not might be. I'm in charge, apparently. So with the other holiday season coming, I have a few movies for you that will
ideas. Yeah,
Yep.
We should just mention he directed a little movie called Krampus.
Krampus. But
and
Trick or Treat.
This is Trick or Treat, and it is a movie that he clearly loves the Halloween season. In this little intro I saw during the screening, he just said that it is his favorite time of year, and it really comes through in this movie.
It really does. All right, because we were talking about how it didn't make it into the theaters, and then people had to slowly find out about it through just word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people make a good point about Trick or Treaters. So like, when I watch it, I'm like, oh, I don't remember this part. I don't remember that part. And you're not really crazy about it in a sense. But then when you're done with the movie, it just stays with you. And you're like, oh, yeah, Trick or Treat. And I think that's because the director nailed the Halloween feel. It's just Halloween. I'm getting shivers doing it because it reminds me of New England Halloweens, and it's shot, I want to say, tighter or closer. It's not a big, it's just intimate. And I think that's what it is about Trick or Treat is somehow it's your favorite movie when you're remembering it. And when you're watching it, you're like, do I remember watching this? And it goes by so quick. It's a short movie, but I love it. I'm telling you right now, I'm ready to talk about it.
I am ready to talk about it too. And I'll just add on to what you said. I really want to second that. It is a movie that if you go away from it for like a couple of years and you come back, you don't actually remember how everything fits together. You just sort of have images and ideas and it all flows together in your brain. I'm going to give it a compliment, Erik.
Yeah.
Sort of like I feel about Citizen Kane the same way.
Oh,
I feel Citizen Kane operates the same way. It's hard to remember exactly how the events of it unfold. So I think compliment to Trick or Treat. So
I think when I'm watching this too, I'm like, oh, Citizen Kane. Yeah, Rosebud and all that shit. Yeah. Now, what I like about is you don't need to know. All right. I know we're sort of reviewing it now, which is weird. But no, you don't need to know. It doesn't need a timeline. What I like is you could jump in almost any time in Trick or Treat and go, oh, this is cool. You can walk away from it, come back. Eat candy in front of the TV watching.
It's an anthology movie, if you really think about it, but done in a unique way. It's not presented the way we're used to anthology movies being presented, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because usually we get a host, maybe like the Creep or somebody like that.
The Crypt Keeper.
Or the Crypt Keeper. And they're introducing it. And there's a wraparound story that we get. And then we get each of the individual tales as it goes through. That's not exactly what he's doing here. It's sort of a woven all together and sort of everything does meet up. It rewards multiple viewings.
It does. Yes.
There's so much to catch, which we're not gonna stop and outline everything, Erik. We'd be here forever.
We're gonna talk about it like we're watching it.
There are some things that I need to ask you about because I don't know how they connect. I know they must connect, but I don't know how they connect. And I'm sure buddy, you might be able to help.
I'm ready for that. And just not anthology really. I think it's taking it's just a night on Halloween, and this is just different things that are taking place on this night, which I think is awesome.
And so let's start, Erik. We're opening up the movie.
Go ahead, Erik.
This movie opens up with a safety video. You got to have a safety video before you go out trick or treating, right?
Yep.
And it's shot in the little small frame, the square frame. It's black and white. And when I saw this in the theater, Erik, it's really funny because the sound on it is like mono coming from right under it, like at the front. So you're used to theater sound, but this sounded like you're like, oh, it's like that little small tiny sound coming from the box in the middle of your screen with this black and white safety film.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was
And
cool.
It looks like it's from, the 50s. And
Yeah.
and I think their go-to thing that they want to make sure you get down, if you learn nothing else from the info video, is always check your candy. Always check your candy.
Yeah. Never, always stay on the sidewalks.
Stay on the side.
Never go to a stranger's house.
What?
And never, ever, ever go out alone.
Yes.
That's what they say.
Oh, right. So it wasn't always check your candy. Was it? Yeah, I'm just I never check my candy. I just bite into it and go, ugh.
And then we flash a couple of quick images, and then we're on a jack-o'-lantern, and the screen expands. And that was also what was fun, Eric, seeing it in a theater, is that little box you're watching expands with that jack-o'-lantern, and suddenly you have the huge full screen as the sound mix is coming in of Halloween around you, the leaves and the environment of Halloween, and the footsteps and everything kind of start to bleed into the sound. I loved it. I thought it was a great little opening.
It is great. And he does homages. I don't know if he does them on purpose, probably, but this is an homage to the movie Halloween, because basically it's our pumpkin.
Yes.
I loved it. I'm like, there it is.
Yes.
There's our pumpkin.
Excellent. Yeah. And so we pull back and we see there's a little trick-or-treater pulling a red flyer wagon that has a pumpkin in it, another jack-o'-lantern in it, and crossing a street. They nearly get hit by a car.
Yes.
They nearly get hit by a car.
One of the rules we just learned, and what are you doing?
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Yeah. There you go. And then we meet a couple. They're coming home to this house where the jack-o'-lantern is right in front of.
Yeah.
And one of them it's like a robot, a big silver robot.
Yes. It's homemade cardboard robot that you would make. And they said it's like your young, hot married couple, because I noticed they have wedding rings on, so they're married. Mm-hmm. So he's dressed as, I think, an executioner from the, with the studded collar. I think he's an executioner, and she's a robot. So you can tell the couple has issues already.
His costume looks like a Spirit Halloween type of thing, right? Yeah. That you would grab at Spirit Halloween, and it's not quite sure what it is, but yeah.
And I'll point out that the young woman that's the wife is from White Lotus 3. If nobody, I love that.
Leslie Bibb, and this would have been about 20 years ago almost. And everybody knows her. She's, for those who've seen the latest season of White Lotus, but White Lotus, there's a group of 3 girlfriends. It's Michelle Monaghan, Carrie Coon, and Leslie Bibb is the third one in there. She's sort of the nicer one, or she's got a family and
sure.
She's sort of the
sure Art. And she's going to, in the future, just maybe in December, she's going to get a popcorn.
Ooh, you're planning already. Okay, great.
I just realized it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So so they're coming home, and what bothers me about this is she says that Halloween's over, and she's like, she wants to put out the jack-o'-lantern that's there, and the husband's like, oh no, there's rules and stuff. And for someone who doesn't like Halloween, she keeps saying she doesn't like Halloween. She put a lot of effort into that costume.
Whoa.
So what are we talking about?
Not only the costume, I have a feeling she did the yard too.
Yes. Like if I did my yard art, I have my yard decorated now. I got like 9 skeletons out there and pumpkins and everything. And I look at her decorations and I go, shit, I suck. Because how many sheets does she have at the house? White sheets. There's like a dozen white sheeted ghosts and pumpkins
with supports, like a cross beams that they set the ghosts up on with padding for the heads. It's all very intricate, I have to say. And I will note that when she blows out the jack-o'-lantern and her husband is like, hey, you're not supposed to do that, he does mention ancient traditions. He says the word ancient.
Yeah, and he looks like he's the kind of guy who would keep track of ancient traditions.
He seems...
and across the street, you're seeing a POV and you hear somebody go, like, so somebody's watching them.
Mm-hmm.
What I love is the couple's already pissy. They're going to be divorced in like 4 years or something. But she wants to take down all the direct decorations because her mother's coming. What?
Tomorrow,
And he's
first thing. First
he's
thing.
Like, no,
the next
I'll
morning.
do it. And she's like, no, you won't. You'll fall asleep and then you'll wake up at 4 and play video games. Like, what a great couple.
Yeah. And then there's intimations of some possibly
What, sexy time?
Some sexy time, Erik. And she at first is like rolling her eyes, but she gives in pretty quickly. She
does. She tells him to just go upstairs and put on the tape.
Put on the tape, she says.
For those of you who are under 40, he's not putting tape on his body.
But
he's not taping himself up. He's got a videotape.
Let's talk about this dynamic here. Like I said, I don't want to judge their relationship.
Yes, you do.
But
I do.
I would think she wants to get the decorations down. Wouldn't it be like, hey, let's take the decorations down and then put in the tape, right?
Yeah.
But she's like, I'll do the decorations and you just go up there, wait for me to come in. And I was a little confused about that.
He's going to pregame. He's pregaming their adventure upstairs. And what's funny is when he goes upstairs and when she's taking down the decorations, what I love is like you said, they're ghosts in sheets, and she has way too many white sheets. So I don't know where she's getting them from, but she rips them down one at a time, goes, vroom, and it's a great sound effect. But I have she has hanging body parts in the yard, which doesn't match the ghosts, by the way. Pick one, horror or spooky, pick one. But the hanging leg that's there, Art, I had that leg.
Oh, you did?
The hand, the hand, the leg. I'm like, I have that leg. Same blood drip, same severed leg. I thought that was pretty good. So
yeah, and so she's ripping those down, and we should say that our POV from across the street when they went up their steps to go in the house, it's a little low POV, and it's scooted across the street to look at the jack-o'-lantern that was blown out.
Yeah,
it like almost like an Ewok level, right? Like across the street. Yeah, it's like an Ewok POV type,
and it does have a weird sound. I might be exaggerating some of them, but yeah, it's like you hear something like disappointed or sad
disappointed in the jack-o'-lantern being blown out early.
Yeah.
And we should say the POV is through like a mesh or burlap. It looks like it's
you can't. It's a little shrouded. Sure. It's probably
it is interesting.
It's E.T.
No, you're right. That's kind of the idea. But it's also, Erik, giving me, since we just watched these movies very recently, you and I, Halloween, there's a suburban house, POV, going across the street out in front with a tree. I just caught those references as well. It just made me think of that movie.
Speaking of Halloween, we got what looks to be like a Mike Myers wannabe across the street staring at our girl.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a silver mask or something.
Yes. He's got like a hoodie on and he's standing across the street, this guy. And he's not wavering. He's just staring at her. Mm-hmm. And it's great because she's sort of, I like the shots. I like the direction here because she's sort of going in and under the ghosts. So we're seeing him as it passes through and she's trying to like smile, but he's not moving. And and so it's a great little setup. But then beep beep, his friends pull up and
he's like, hey, where you been?
In Volkswagen. Yeah.
So he's just a guy just trick-or-treating in a shitty outfit. And this is what I love is because the director's like, oh, what's going to happen every time I pull off a sheet? Is there going to be something under there? Something there's not.
Yes. Whoosh, like you said. Yeah. Whoosh, and it's setting you up because you're like, okay, one of these whooshes is going to be a scare or something, or there'll be a body behind one. You just don't know what is going to happen. It's great. Yeah.
Yep. And what I love is she's got a bunch of white bundled sheets and she's throwing them in a basket. She's about to throw them in a laundry basket. And then all of a sudden, surprise, the basket erupts in sheets. It looks, you don't know what's going on. It's almost supernatural. The sheets just go whoosh, like there's a big fan under them and they cover her and she's being attacked viciously by something.
Now there is at moments a light behind that's giving you sort of a silhouette of arms or something hunched over her. It reminded me of the short where there's a conflict in the short where there's shadows of arms and things and punching or coming down. And it actually reminded me of the image from
in the Season's Greetings
short.
Yeah.
And then he's doing things like showing that from the outside and then showing the under the sheets, and it's mayhem under the sheets. So we'll see her face, and then you can see something's on the other side of the sheets, but it's covered in sheets, and it's going, and then it'll cut back to the outside. So I think you don't know what's going on. Like you don't. Yeah.
And neither do the three little clown kids. Like I'd say they're like 13. They're dressed as different clowns, and they're like, "What the hell is going on there?"
Yeah, because it spills out onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, whenever it's under the sheet, it's got a lollipop, and this lollipop is what I would say it's 6 inches in diameter.
It'd be sort of what you call a sucker, almost, right? Like a sucker. Yeah,
shaped like a pumpkin, except it looks like it has a huge bite taken out of it that makes it a deadly weapon.
Yeah, it's like almost like a crescent moon of in there. Yeah,
with extra bits. Yeah,
extra bits. So it's like a scythe or scythe or something like that.
And it strikes her with it, and we don't see the hit, but we see blood spraying on the inside of the sheets and on the outside. And what I love is they made the blood hot so that you could see steam coming off of it. So awesome.
And it's in the leaves on the sidewalk, feels like the fall, and the white sheets with the red. And then it sends our clowns running. Our 3 clowns they take off. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't call police or anything. They're just like, wow, that was weird. And they just keep going.
Well, they think it might. There's a couple of times in this movie where people are like, it's Halloween.
So
so there you are.
We have so many murders in Salem, you wouldn't believe it.
Meanwhile, the screams upstairs, though, to the husband is upstairs watching the nature special, which is the tape he put in.
That's what it says on the tape. You write it so you don't. I've never done that, of course. I mean, I've never had videos like that in my house, but if I would put something on it that no one wants to ever look at. Nature special. Ugh. You're like my uncle's birthday party.
This is something interesting, Eric, because we sometimes count these things. Does it count as boobs? Because we see a clip. Yeah. Does it count? I guess it counts, even though it's boobs. Not. Yeah, we get a second and a half. I did not time it of boobs. but the ecstasy of the person on the tape is mixing with the scream that is outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and he's already out of it. He falls asleep.
There wasn't going to be probably. Maybe that was her plan. I'll send him up there. And by the time I get up there, he'll be. Yeah,
by the time I come up, you'll have finished. You're done. I can watch whatever I want. But he wakes up and he goes outside. It's still nighttime. And I'm sure you notice this. All the sheets are back up. All the ghosts are covered up again. I thought that was really cool. And then the body parts, which I thought was not necessary for the display. There's new body parts. You notice.
You have to look close. I noticed, but I don't know if I would have noticed my first time watching, but this second time, because I know the movie, I'm picking up on these things.
I did because I had the props. So
you could see the difference.
I was like, wait a minute, that looks like a feminine hand hanging down. And he's looking across the street again, right? He's looking. And then one of the ghosts is lit from inside now.
Yeah, orangish light is emanating behind the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, what? And he pulls it away, and there's his wife. I love it. It's her. It looks like it could be just her head, but it's not. It's almost her whole body, except for a couple pieces missing. And she's got that lollipop jammed all the way in her mouth, and it's
like lengthwise, so her mouth is sort of distended around the lollipop.
Yeah, she kind of looks like the Joker.
Yes. And that's also, as he rips that off and sees that, they really do a close-up of blood dripping off of one of those body parts that's hanging, I think, her hand.
Yep.
So she's been dismembered and stuck up on this pole and
lit up.
Yeah. For Halloween. So
whoever it was is really fast, or he's left a long time.
Right. And so this this image fades into, it looks like a classic image from an EC Comics, like that type of a Creepshow comic book panel. And that's the way our credits are going to run, is we're seeing the comic book
of the movie. And
Yes.
you're the guy who points out all the music. So I want to know what your opinion is. But the music that's playing reminded me of two things: Psycho and Reanimator.
Oh, I didn't think of Reanimator, but I definitely,
I loved it.
You're bringing this up, but you'll see they bring up a lot of musical themes in here from other movies too, as we're going to go on. I'm sure you noticed.
And we can say this, if you when you do your rewatch, which everybody's got to do at least a few times, is you're realizing, this is the whole movie that we're flipping through, but we don't know it.
Yeah.
You're like, who's that? Who's this?
And it goes by so fast. Even if you've already seen it, or if you've never seen it, you're never going to catch on to what it means.
No.
But after you've seen it and you watch it, you're seeing they're giving you a little roadmap of where things are going. I did notice too, the production company Bad Hat Harry Productions, which is of course a line from Jaws. That's some Bad Hat Harry. Remember Brody? But just a little side note of a Jaws throwaway there.
I wouldn't have known that. Bad Hat Harry.
And we're seeing in these comic book panels things like Sam Hain, Samhain. I'm spelling it out phonetically.
We're reading Sam Hain.
We're reading Sam Hain, but it's pronounced Samhain. And then we're seeing this character Sam. One of the comic books says "Meet Sam," like in this issue or something. Yeah.
And so I guess we're going to land on that. Meet Sam. It looks like a kid-sized person, and they're wearing a onesie, and it's orange, and it's oversized. And it's a onesie, like a bedtime onesie with a little flap in the back, right? So you're thinking like not flannel underwear, but it looks like that. And then he's got a super big round head, like a beach ball shaped head, and a burlap sack on it with stitching for a mouth, and then one, I think it's one open eye with a triangle and then one button, right?
Yes.
And it's just a weird looking thing. You're like, that's weird. But I guess, we can call that character Sam.
And he's carrying, right? Did you say that? He's carrying a sack, like a pillowcase or something behind him.
A pillowcase with a dirty bottom on it.
Right. And then we cut to real footage suddenly. And it is what you hate. It's a pillowcase Halloween trick-or-treat bag being dragged through the street. Muddy, leaves in the gutter.
Irresponsible art. You only put it down when you're on a porch and it's clean. That's the only time you put it down, everyone. Sling it over your back, you loser.
And I think that's what the director wants us to feel, actually, Erik, is like you're desecrating this bag. You're like, whoever this is desecrating this bag. Yep. Now, we'll get to this later, but did you notice there's a slight pan up during this? We're following the bag, and then there's a pan up to the right.
Looks at a guy.
Yeah, there's a guy standing there with like a button-down shirt on and has a big paper bag.
Yeah, almost what you think a principal would look like.
Yes. Yeah.
But the kid dragging can we say little chunky kid? Can we say that?
Yeah, that's what we see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This little chunky kid will also, just so you know, I believe, get a popcorn bucket award in the future.
I can't wait.
It's all your fault, Art. You created this goddamn popcorn bucket award. But this kid's a doughy kid with his face is just like a melon, and he's got curly, tight blonde hair, and he's chocolate on his face. He just looks like if you asked him a question, he would take 4 minutes to answer. Like
pudgy kid. He reminds you of in the 70s, 80s, 90s, he'd play the catcher on the little league team, and he's not there. He's just walking. Yeah. But then suddenly we cut to earlier. It says earlier.
We're going to have to do that. Meanwhile, earlier.
But it says it in the comic book text. It has on the thing. It says earlier. And we get downtown Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, my God. Even with fire breathers, like on Halloween night, there's fire breathers. Yeah. These guys, it's like Carnival.
Yeah.
It is. It's Halloween night in Salem. That's what's going on here.
It is. Not quite as extensive as Essex Street would be, that big, huge Essex Street you have there in Salem. But they take Halloween seriously here, and we even have a reporter giving us the background on it.
Yep.
Yep. It's Warren Valley, Ohio, is where we are.
Yeah, the second most popular Halloween town in the world.
and the reporter says it's the one night of the year we can pretend to be the scary things.
Yes, and she names specific scary things, which I think is our writer here is awesome.
She does. What does she name, Erik?
She mentions ghouls. I don't remember.
Werewolves?
I was counting on you. I was going to say werewolves.
She mentions werewolves, zombies, and demons.
So there you go. That's correct.
Yeah.
So
she
this is one of those moments, Art, where I'm like, I will memorize that, but Art's going to have it. Do any of that shit.
So then we're going to cut into a very busy shop, like a shop would be on Halloween. I have to say, it was like Halloween night. But I was going to ask you, you're a big one in other Halloween movie related podcasts. You point out, if you're getting a costume this late, you're screwed. You're screwed.
Yeah, it's not.
And this seems to be a costume shop.
Oh my God. Right? It's got everything, Art, this costume shop. But it's bustling. Like adults and children alike are clamoring. It's got changing rooms. It's not a Spirit Halloween. This is like we had one costume shop in Salem a long time ago. But this is for people who are like, oh, crap, I got to get a costume. But it's already 8 p.m. They're done. You guys are done. But they're raking in the bucks here at this costume place.
Yeah. So we see a kid comes out from between the racks. Yeah. He comes out. He's got like what's the costume he has on? He's like a bear.
You tell me. And
is it a bear? It's a furry costume.
It's a monkey.
A monkey. Okay. So
he's got a little lollipop in his mouth.
Got a lollipop in his hand. And should we say who this kid is?
Yes.
He's a double role in this movie.
Yeah. This little actor is Sam. So whenever we see this character, Sam, it was that kid. So they let a child play this child, which I loved. That's great. Mm-hmm.
But he comes out and he hears, what we're hearing is in the changing rooms, there's a little row of changing rooms, and we're hearing female voices behind there, and they're pretty frankly discussing how they want to get guys and hook up tonight, guys or girls. Guys or girls, these women.
Yeah.
And he's over to the changing room and he's just looking in. He's leering in. And so I want to point out, Erik, so far in this movie, we've definitely introduced that sex and scary stuff. Like we had the porn video where we saw a snippet of it. We have this little kid's looking through the slats. We see a little bit of bra and stuff through their legs, looking and legs and these women. Yeah. As they're looking, but they're,
and it is an interesting thing, Art. I don't know. I guess they always go together, but I really don't know what it is about sex and then fright. Sex and fright going together all the time. And I drew the line when I saw a horror prop. I'm like, I don't need to see this at all. It was a very, very attractive woman's body with underwear. And you know how I am about underwear. I'm like, that must be the white lace collection from Sotheby's. But it's very sexy. But then when you look at the product, the woman has no head, no arms, and no legs, and it's just gore. And I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want you to make my mind go ding, 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 ding like that. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't get it.
But I would say, Erik, this is it's a little bit of a horny movie. This is definitely a horny movie.
Usually never in a horror movie is there
horny. But I would say, Erik, a little bit more than most.
Oh, these women are on the prowl. They're talking about what they did last time. It's like, oh, remember you were the football player in the back seat, and she's like, no, last time I had a little Mexican. You're like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah. And they mentioned that last year they went San Diego. So what you're getting, and we went as sailors and we came home with sailors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
girl, guy didn't matter.
Yeah. Girl, guy didn't matter. But they're throwing out names of cities. So you're getting what you're thinking first time through is these are women that like celebrating Halloween in different parts of the country. Like last year we were Halloween in San Diego and then Miami and then So that's what you're thinking from the conversation. Yeah.
I would have loved to hear him say like Boston or Salem. That would have been awesome. You blew it, Dougherty. But they come out, right?
Yes.
So they
1,
come
2,
out
3. They're all going to come out at the same time.
Yes.
So,
and do you clock the outfits? Because if you didn't, I'll be happy to tell you.
Yeah, I can say one of them, Snow White. She's Snow White. A matter of fact, so close to Snow White from Disney that I don't know if they're on the borderline of rights issues probably, because she even has the apple. She has the apple.
Yeah. If Snow White was like, hi boy.
Yes.
So we got
these are sexy versions of the costumes Erik and I are going to describe.
Naughty Snow White.
So there's naughty Snow White. Yes. Yep. And then Bo Peep.
Yes. But not little.
Right? Not little Bo Peep.
Oh no, she's tall. She's tall. She's tall. Bo Peep has got Bo Peeping.
I was thinking not little in another way as well.
Yes. She's tall and
yes.
He must have put the outfit in the laundry by mistake and it shrunk because
and she even has the staff, right?
Yeah.
The Bo Peep Shepherd staff. Yeah. And the last one you're gonna have to help me with. Who is she?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
I clocked some sort of a princess, right?
Yes.
But like
Disney princess.
Okay.
Cinderella.
Oh, it's Cinderella. Okay.
Cinderella. And she's got the neck. She's got the long neck. Cinderella didn't have as much
cleavage.
These three have it's all cleavage all the time.
Yeah. This movie, and these are attractive women. These are yes.
I think so. You may not.
I do too. And I mean you're kind of the movie has a desired effect because you're kind of overpowered by them when they come out of those dressing rooms all at the same time. Yep. And they're like, you're like, oh, these are like very, very attractive women. And they come out, but one of them hasn't come out yet. One of them is still behind the door. Yeah.
She doesn't want to come out.
No, she's scared they're going to laugh.
But it's tradition art that she has to dress this way, apparently.
Mm-hmm. And it's Lori. They're saying Lori. That's her name.
Lori?
Lori.
Oh, Lori. Little nod there to Halloween.
That's right. Laurie Strode.
She comes out, she's dressed as a gnome.
Imagine.
She's dressed as a bearded gnome.
She's dressed as William Shatner. But William, like not the Michael Myers William Shatner, but the mask as intended, like William Shatner.
She's Yoda. She's full mask Yoda. No, she's not.
Right.
Her outfit's not. It's not as sexy, but it's still a good version of Little Red Riding Hood.
I was going to ask you, Erik. You're the expert here between the two of us. What do you think of these outfits? I didn't think they were bad for picking them up on a Halloween night.
Oh my God, these are expensive costumes.
Yes,
they are. They're not. They're not Spirit. They're above Spirit Halloween. They're almost like rental costumes.
Yeah. I was looking at Red Riding Hood, like the craftsmanship on the cape and
the wool cape.
Yes.
But she doesn't have the cleavage. Which I didn't understand in a way. And then also she's got her hair in pigtails to make her look. She's like, what did she say? I look like I'm 4. What does she say?
Yeah, 5. Yeah, I look like I'm 5. And they're kind of giggling, but as you said, they're like, this is what you have to do. This is the tradition, they said. So again, in this movie, we're getting a lot about traditions and things like that.
Yeah, she has to dress that way for some reason. But they go to the front desk and so there's a guy doing checkout who's just like a young, handsome, dumb-ish kind of a guy.
Yeah.
What is he dressed as, Art? Do you know?
Well, he's got elf ears. He has the pretty big, sizable elf ears. Like those are massive. And what is he? I don't know. I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, because you think, he's got to be. Is he a Christmas elf? I don't know what he's dressed as, but I think he's either like a Legend of Zelda elf kind of a thing, because
that's what I think. Yeah,
or he's trying to be Peter Pan, but he screwed up royally, like he messed up.
Yeah, because he have greens. But they're checking out, and immediately the blonde who's Cinderella, right? Cinderella is there. They're all waiting in line to pay for their costumes, and they're just handing him the tags because they're wearing them out. But she's hitting immediately on the guy. She's she's immediately hitting on him.
They're only there. What'd she say? We're only here tonight, and there's a party if you want to go at Sheep's Meadow. So is this? I would think this is in New England town, the way they make it. Sheep's Meadow and Halloween.
Yes, yeah. I thought it felt New England, but the director, like I said in his little introduction there, what I heard was he said that, I mean, this is the type of town he grew up in, Midwestern type of thing. So he's definitely coming off of his experience there, building it. So,
but this guy's not going to say no. Conveniently, he's done in 20 minutes. I'm like, well, who's taking your place, dude?
How late is this costume shop open? They're pushing them out.
Yeah. Everybody get your shit and get out of here. And it's not inexpensive. It was like almost $300.
And he seems really good-natured for Halloween night after a whole month of October in this costume shop.
Well, if he was having a bad night, it's a good night now.
Because I know like, hey. I've worked with you in Halloween, and you and I are on the edge.
Oh no,
on Halloween night.
Yeah. Last time we worked together, we took a photo together on purpose.
Oh, sometime I'll post it. I'll post it on our Facebook page at some point.
We were 70 and trapped in prison.
we just went through the Normandy invasion, like the D-Day beach.
So we haven't had food in a week. Deprived of all our liquids.
But so they're trying to get dates.
Yeah, he's gonna see if he can fit into Cinderella's slipper. Or maybe Bo Peep's going to use that little hook. Come here.
Oh God!
Well, we remember our fat kid.
Yes,
we got our.
And he doesn't only desecrate bags of candy. He is just knocking pumpkins off of fences and just smashing them.
Pumpkins, Art?
Jack-o'-lanterns,
like the ones you have behind you, which are real, right?
Yes, those are real.
Okay, these, I swear that the ones he's knocking off are real because of the way they hit, but the movie makers swear that they hardly used any real pumpkins. So
Did you hear what they said on set? The joke on set?
Yes.
The joke was no pumpkins were harmed in the making of this movie. Yeah. No
and
actual
I thought,
pumpkins.
Okay, well, they tricked me on a couple of them because I really looked hard.
I thought something looked great.
Yeah.
And real.
Yeah,
but he's talking, this is our chubby little kid with his red hair, eating a candy bar. It's all over his lips. Yeah. And he's just so nonchalantly just knocking these things off. He's just a menace to Halloween, Erik. He's just not.
He don't even care. He that's his nature, Art. He's not even doing it maliciously. He's just, who he is.
It is.
He goes up to one house, and it's one of those, it's a little pumpkin, like a plastic.
Yeah.
It's like from the old postcards where it's like, Salem, celebrate Halloween. It's a weird little pumpkin gourd. It says, take one, capital letters. But that little brat, he takes his meat hooks and takes all the candy and puts it in that dirty, filthy bag.
But then he hears a voice from behind
saying,
what are you doing? What does he say?
He goes, that can't be good for your diabetes, Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie.
And he turns around, and this is Dylan Baker, as we're going to learn here his name in a second. But this actor, everybody listening, you've seen him.
You
everywhere.
Have. Can you place where he was from? Give us some examples, because I'm like,
He's the classic that guy. He's on a lot of TV shows. He's in movies. Dylan Baker, I don't know if you saw this movie. Do you remember Happiness, the movie Happiness, Erik?
Happiness?
He played Happiness, Todd Solondz movie. It was really odd.
Todd Solondz movie. Yeah. No, none of us have.
No, but
we all just shut off the podcast.
He played a creepy sort of pedo type guy in that movie very famously. But
he also do that.
He'll also play middle managers, things like that in movies, like officious people. Like he's got that style, but he's really good in this movie. I like him.
That's what
he's got a great voice, Erik.
Yeah, he does. He talks. He's like, can't be good, Charlie. So he's got glasses. He looks like a principal. Glasses, short sleeve white shirt, tie. You're like, okay, this is somebody we may have just seen. Did we just see a guy like that? Maybe we did.
Yeah. And he's, he has another good line, Eric. I know this isn't all about good lines, but he says, Charlie starts to say something and he says, don't waste a good lie.
Yeah. Don't waste a good lie. Yeah. And he has them sit down and stuff. But I also, we do have cuts. So we got back to the girls and they're, it's like, it sounds like they just want Red Riding Hood to get laid. And she's like, well, I want my first time to be special. And they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, they bring up virginity and she's all, yeah. And then what they say is you just got to be, just go for it. Bo Peep and Snow White go over to a news van. The news van is packed.
Yeah, with all the guys are like hunky too. It's not just the women. A lot of people in this town.
Yeah.
Like, they
and they just go up and they're like, we have a problem. We need to go to a party.
You guys have some heavy equipment. Oh,
Yes, all innuendo. And we have a problem because we have this party and we don't have dates. And so I guess they're trying to teach Lori how to do it.
Yeah,
and you're
for
like,
some reason it's not
how do you do it? You're basically incredibly attractive in these outfits.
And saying, come with me. And they're like, yes, of course. But she, which one is it? One of them nudges Bo Peep, and Bo Peep's like, so not interested. Snow White nudges Bo Peep, and she's like, oh, yeah, we really want you guys to come. So I'm like, well, what are they doing? Do they not? Yeah. They just want to get laid by anybody?
Yeah.
Because you definitely could, ladies. The way you are right now, you could pick any man in the universe, and they'd be like, absolutely.
I know.
I'll come with you.
And yeah, Lori wants it to be special her first time.
Yeah.
She's really,
Yeah. So she has to be on her own. So they leave her alone.
They're even to go.
In the van. Yeah. You don't get in a van with newscasters. Wasn't that one of the rules of Halloween? Never get into a van with newscasters. Don't be like little Bo Peep.
It's like a quick cut. Eric mentioned they kind of weave things in, so we're going to give you guys the feel of what's going on.
Yeah, with this one, I think we have to. We can't continue with a. Yeah, so we cut back to the guy sitting on the porch with Charlie.
And then we learn this guy's name is Principal. He's Principal Wilkins.
Mr. Wilkins. And he's carving with a knife. And he does the worst carving job of a pumpkin I've ever seen. And he's like, it's for the pumpkin, not for you. And it's where we get one of those knife sounds. I love it.
Yes, I was going to say Eric must love this when he raises the knife up. It's like the swing, shing, and our little kid with the red hair, Charlie here. He gets the he keeps giving us expressions every time that goes up, and he's the chocolate smeared on his face.
Yeah.
So So
and the Principal Wilkins, he also is talking about Halloween. He's like, my dad taught me. Tonight's about respecting the dead.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts talking about all that stuff. It wasn't ever about candy or this or that.
Yeah, and he's saying,
leave me alone.
Now nobody cares about Halloween. And he's carving the jack-o'-lantern as he's talking. He's
no nose.
Carving out.
Didn't even bother to put a nose in it, Art.
No, it's like the face is very smushed into the center of the.
Yeah. Not a good job. Your dad didn't clearly teach you how to carve a good jack-o'-lantern.
But then Charlie, sitting next to him, starts to have some sort of a reaction, and he looks like he's getting sick. And it's such an odd line. Mr. Wilkins says, want a root beer?
Yeah, usually it's ginger ale. Oh, and you're wearing your Dr. Pepper shirt. So
it just makes me laugh. Want a root beer?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Charlie, always check your candy. And then Charlie, I love it when I'm surprised, but Charlie just basically erupts this red-brown vomit, like basically shooting out of his of his. So I don't know about you, but I think because the what's his name, Wilkins, he's not looking at him in surprise. So I'm thinking, oh my God, Wilkins just poisoned this kid, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think
he doesn't care. He slumps over and he just pats him on the back like, there you go.
Yeah. And I think now we're getting into, Eric, we'll go a little further with this. I wonder, I've heard when I read about why this movie suddenly got pulled and released, is that one of the theories is the studio got a little cold feet about this idea of like a movie actually poisoning the kids.
Yeah, you don't generally kill off kids. I think it's the brave directors sometimes like, no, we're killing this kid.
Right. Well, and this kid is not he doesn't deserve to die, but he's not respecting the holiday.
Yeah, you're not missing this kid so much. You think the parents probably go like, he's dead? Ooh. Oh, we can finally go on that trip. I mean,
and then Principal Wilkins, he pops a little lollipop into his mouth, and he dragging Charlie into the house. But as he's dragging Charlie into the house, Charlie keeps vomiting on his shirt and shoulder. It's like it's comical but gross.
It is. It's like picking him up. He's like toting him in the house. Like, and the kids. I mean, this is no small kid. This is a big kid.
Yes.
And there's a knock at the door.
Oh yeah. And what I love is he shuts off the light real quick. But there are 3 trick-or-treaters out there. They go, we can see that you're in there.
Yep. You don't. If the light's on, you better have candy, everybody.
Yeah.
Either shut it off or go somewhere else, but you better have candy or something.
Yeah.
So who's at the door? What 3 costumes do we get? I think we're costume clocking is what we're doing for this movie.
Well, we have a little kid in the center. He's short. He's a pirate. He's definitely a pirate.
Pudgy pirate.
Yep.
Pudgy pirate with an eye patch.
And a scar. I think he's drew a scar on his face.
He's got a what?
Too. A scar?
No.
No, it's not.
He's got a scar. Stupid.
And then we got an angel.
Yeah.
With the mask. It's
like a cherub face.
Cherub. Yeah, but she's got little wings on and that.
And you can tell that she's like the leader of the group because she's, she's put together and it's like, yeah. So we think she's.
And then what's our last one, Eric? I don't.
It's the head above your head alien.
Yes.
You got the cloak and then you got the alien head. And what I love is when Mr. Wilkins comes out, they go, "Whoa!" and scream and then like, just kidding. But that's my favorite characters. I didn't clock their names. I don't care. But the alien has got the old school braces that goes like the wire.
Like a retainer type of thing. But she pulled, because she has to pull the thing aside to look. So she has to separate because she's got the big tall head on.
Yeah.
She pulls the curtain aside. But they all scream But Mr. Wilkins is covered in blood. His shirt is covered in blood.
Is it?
And they say nice costume, Mr. Wilkins. So they must know him, and obviously he's a principal at the school.
Yeah, I think they might call him Principal Wilkins.
Principal Wilkins, nice costume, and he sort of looks down. He's like, "Oh, yeah. It's like he didn't realize. And I guess you guys want candy, and gives them some
they
candy.
don't, Art. They want one of the jack-o'-lanterns for UNICEF.
Anything. Well, he wants to make sure, Eric. He says, "You're not going to smash it, are you? Like you're not going to smash that pumpkin."
Oh, if you're not anything for a good cause, kid.
And they say Happy Halloween. They turn away, but when they part and go down the stairs, there's another trick-or-treater standing there right behind them.
I love it. Right behind them appears out of nowhere, and it's what we're calling Sam. There he is.
Yes.
And let's just say that this is what you'd think maybe is an 8-year-old person. It's a small kid, like, I don't know, 3 feet tallish. Yeah, it's a little kid.
And we saw him in the comic strip panels, but this is the first time I think we're seeing him live. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know the pirate is looking down the stairs and the pirate's going, wait a second, because the stairs are covered in this gore.
Chocolatey blood. Yeah. And the pirate even looks up the kid and sort of clocks that is on his shirt as well. So he's trying to make sense of it.
So those of you listeners always catching the things that we say over and over, I think for this trick or treat, you and I are going to be like, clocks.
I know.
We got to clocks.
Let's try to use something else. But anyway.
No, I like it. Let's just clock what we're saying.
Clock it. Yeah. But yeah, so Sam wants trick or treat. Yeah.
And he doesn't say anything.
He doesn't say anything. Yeah.
He gives them candy, but what I like is when he turns around, he's got his bag and he's letting his bag drag too.
Yes.
That's probably because it's heavy. But the bag, if you listen to the sounds, the bag is making noises like when it hits the steps, like there's something
like there's something in the bag.
But what is it? Like, what the hell was that?
And they couldn't get any of the candy companies to license for this movie because obviously what Erik and I just mentioned is there's poison and stuff with candy. So these are made up candy bars. So he grabs, what is the name? Is it a ho-hi or something that he grabs that bar?
Read some of the names.
I did too, but he grabs, it's kind of a sizable bar that he gets.
Yeah, pretty good candy.
He seems happy with it. Happy with it and takes off. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we have, apparently, the principal likes to poison candy and kill kids because he goes into the house and he grabs a freaking meat cleaver, like the meat cleaver. And then he goes in the backyard dragging what we think is the corpse of Charlie in a like a body bag type of situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's going in the backyard and he already has that perfect square hole that when everybody digs, they make a perfect square. It's got a tarp. And when you look down in there, in his backyard, there's a couple more body bags down there.
Yes. What? Yes. So you're like, oh my God, he's a serial killer. Like this guy.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to
like, is this tonight that he's done this? Because
it must be because they're still twitching.
They're just lying on the floor of this grave. So
we don't even know if Charlie's dead, really. I mean, he might still be like, ugh. But what I love is he's got this little kid, his son, where he looks like about 40s, this guy. And his kid can't be more than 6. Cutest freaking kid ever. Like, unlike Charlie, he's like the angel version of Charlie.
Mm-hmm. And he hollers from the window.
Yeah. Dad. What I love, he's like, shh, wait, he's doing all these things. Like, all right, we'll do that later. And he goes, go and watch Charlie Brown. And our little 6-year-old from the window goes, Charlie Brown is an asshole. I love this little kid. Billy. Is it Billy?
Billy. Yep.
Yeah, of course it's Billy.
So he's up there. So he gets rid of Billy. He pushes the body in the hole, like you said, one down there. And then he hears something like a growling and a pulling. And he looks over and there's the neighbor's dog is sort of pushed half under the fence, barking and snarling at him. Yeah, it's that.
You know how you get rid of a dog when it's bothering you?
Yes. Well, he thinks quick and he takes the shovel and goes like whoosh and cuts a finger and he picks it up and it's like waggling like a hot dog or something. And he's waving it at the dog. Hey. And he throws it over the fence so that the dog will leave and go grab this, I guess.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the bodies are actually, you can hear the bodies are making noise right now.
Right. They're sort of moving and making noises down there.
Awful when you think about it. And then the next door neighbor's like, Spite, where the hell are you? I keep doing this guy.
I love this voice because we don't really see the neighbor.
No.
He's on the other side of the fence, but we hear him. And the bodies are making noises.
Yeah, you think the dog's name is Spike, but it's Spite. Like spiteful. That's the name of the dog. Spite.
I didn't pick that up.
Yeah, it's awesome. I thought it was Spike.
Yeah.
But it's Spite. And what I like is like, hi, Mr. Krieg. And the neighbor basically is looking through a peephole.
Yes, it's great. His eye.
He's like, what are you doing down there? Hiding bodies?
And that is what he's doing.
Doing.
And so I love the shot because it's framed sort of, you just see the guy's eye, the neighbor. And when he hears the noise, he does a line. You did it in your intro, Erik. He's like, who's that over there? I got an NRA card in my pocket and a scatter gun over my, a shotgun over my fireplace.
Yeah, shotgun over the fireplace.
Yeah, he's just, you can tell he's the neighbor. You're like, oh, Jesus.
Just don't mess with him. And
but the kids, the kids are making noise and frickin' our Mr. Wilkins keeps hitting them and stomping on them.
Kicking them on the head.
Oh, my God.
And the lie he comes up with, he says his septic system is acting up. And
what would that
Mr.
smell
Krieg,
like? What would that smell like, Art? If you had a
Well, it smells like a French whore, right? Does that-
Oh, see, you heard French whore because
what did you have?
I heard dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There's
Maybe
like a
I
dead whore out here.
Like, how do
okay,
you know
maybe that is what it was.
it
Yeah,
would be French.
but I don't want to disparage anybody.
No,
yeah.
because the French a long time ago nobody washed. So good for you. I think it was
Oh,
dead.
boy.
Dead whore.
And he's like, fix that thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So he goes back and he keep your kid out of my yard. Like,
yeah, keep your kid out of my yard. You're like, it was like Happy Halloween. Screw you.
but it's just like this comical thing because it has that tension of he's got these bodies. We don't even know what is going on in the bottom of that hole. It's like, who are these? And we're like, is this Charlie? Is Charlie still alive? Is he? And then, and so he kind of ends it with a big swing of the shovel. And
I did see, we know that's more than Charlie because one of the arms that you see down there looks like a clown costume. It looks like a kid was wearing a clown costume. So
this is one of the things I wanted to ask you about and maybe it's first going on. Do we see this person in the movie at some point? I didn't know.
Well, we could, but I don't think the timeline works. So I don't
Okay.
think this was one of the, hey, look, everybody.
Okay.
Kid.
That was what I was going to ask you about because I couldn't see where that would be.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, it's not Charlie.
I think
Charlie
they just
obviously
wanted to
wasn't dressed
point
like
out-
a clown. Yeah.
I just think they were just pointing out that he was killing other kids. But his little kid is still calling the windows like, Daddy, want to carve the jack-o'-lantern? Don't forget to help me with the eyes. Can I go with you downtown? He's like, no, Daddy's got a date. I'm like, oh, gee, Dad.
So he's got a date on Halloween night. This is like, remember when we did the actual Halloween movies, Eric? And like the parents all go out on Halloween night to
6-year-old
parties.
Lives. Yeah, you leave them at home to
they
make
need
Jiffy Pop and
babysitters here.
burn the house down.
Right. So we cut, a little time has passed because they cut to now, they fade to the little gnomes. He has little garden gnomes in this thing, and he has one right over where he clearly did this whole, he put a little tree in there, and he's watering.
So is he done?
He's watering. I guess he filled that hole.
Is he done serial killing for the season?
I guess.
Right?
But did you notice the score here, Eric?
No.
Poltergeist. It's very, very got the themes of Goldsmith's Poltergeist score are in here. It's not exact, but it's definitely those tones, and it comes back a couple of times in this Wilkinson sketch I was noticing. But right here, you can really hear it. Yeah.
Well, we do see also across the way the neighbor that we don't see. He's like, hey, help me. And
he's in a window. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the window, and then something swishes by him and takes him out of frame. You're like, whoa, what happened? And Wilkins, for some reason, he's annoyed with Billy. He's like, Daddy, help me with the eyes. Daddy, I wish Mommy hadn't died. I'm like, whoa, what? No, I wish your mom was still alive. Like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah. And so, he enters and he comes into the kitchen area and he's looking around. And what I started to notice here, they're earlier too, but I think earlier I started to notice this. They're decorated. The house is decorated even on the front door with little paper pumpkins. And those paper pumpkins have eyes, human eyes cut out of magazines, it looks like, as their eyes, and human mouths.
Yeah, it's really,
if you start to look at them. And they're what's all over the place. So they're not paper cutout jack-o'-lanterns with like black eyes and black mouth like we're used to. It's kind of weird when you start to look at them.
It is.
And then there's a knife on the table.
Yep. And little Billy's
the kitchen
table.
table.
Scares his
little
dad.
Billy jump scare. He's got a clear mask with a huge mouth with teeth in it.
I got you. I got you, Daddy. I got you.
And it's weird. Wilkinson's attitude towards Billy is a little weird here. It looks like he's super annoyed with Billy. And he says, well, we're going to go downstairs to get the pumpkin. And I noticed in the scene, Erik, on my subsequent watches, and this is another thing I was going to ask you to fill in. There's a lot of screaming in the background here, like when they're in the kitchen here on the soundtrack. And I didn't know if that was something that was on the TV or something going on in the movie that we're not catching on to. I didn't notice I didn't know if you
let's see. No, it wouldn't be. No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably
I didn't know.
something on a television.
Yeah.
But what I don't like about this particular bit is Wilkins, the dad, he grabs a knife, typical, it's a murderer knife. Everybody, we know what it is.
Big, huge.
Yeah. It's that Michael Myers knife. And he grabs it and he puts it behind his back and he takes his kid's hand and starts to bring him down to the cellar. But he does it like he's hiding the knife.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, well, he's going to kill Billy and he's going to move that garden gnome aside and put another body in there. That's what I'm thinking. Right?
He brings them all the way downstairs, and
this
they
weird
approach
Halloween mask. You notice that on the?
Yep, it's almost like you'd have all your tools on a little cork board. Here they have masks, like Halloween masks on these cork boards in the basement.
It's just weird, and apparently they're going to go carve the pumpkin. And I love, I said it before, I love this little kid, Billy, because I just think like the way he talks, he's like that. And he's like, Dad, you didn't help me with the eyes. And the dad is behind him. And I actually looked at a still shot that doesn't really exist in the movie, but he's like, that's right, Billy. And he's grabbing the knife and he's raising the knife and he's holding the kid's head.
He puts his hand on the kid's head as if he's steadying the head. Yes.
Yeah. And there's a pumpkin in front of them and you're not sure what's in front of them.
We imagine there's a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Because he's. Yeah,
but he goes, Dad goes, and then raises his knife and there's blood on it. And we're thinking, oh, geez, he just killed the kid.
Oh, yeah. That's what that's what you think.
So the kid's dead, right? Billy's dead?
No. Because the camera comes down and we see Billy's smiling. He says, let's carve a scary face this time.
But he's so good. Let's carve a scary face this time. So what we got on apparently is the dad's a serial killer who kills people for Halloween, I guess. And he's grooming his kid to do the same thing because the kid's like, don't forget to help me with the eyes. And it's freaking Charlie's head. Yes. So Charlie wasn't alive. Charlie was a dead body because they're going to carve out the eyes of the kid. Oh my God.
So, and also as Wilkinson's down here, he's talking about, again, the traditions, and it's to, the traditions of the basically Halloween ritual type traditions passed on from his dad. Now he's passing them on to Billy.
So I guess the tradition is you got to kill kids and poison them during Halloween to make sacrifices.
Because of Samhain. That's what Samhain art.
It always makes you think, though, Erik. I know it's a short, and we're supposed to be like, oh wow, it's crazy. Like you can imagine the final panel of the comic, Erik being Charlie's head right on the side, and with the little word bubble, right? Yep. Can you help me with the eyes? Like I can just, it's so clear. It's great. It's the end, but it does make you think about the ramifications of like. How this isn't a huge town, I think, but like kids are going missing and
at least 3 right now, right?
Because part of me was like, is this his swan song? Because he's killed like 3 kids tonight. And
then closed up the thing. I'm thinking he's killing kids every year, Art.
I know, but how does he get?
Doesn't care. I don't know. It's like, another 3 kids went missing this year. Weird. That principal, though, he's so nice with the extracurricular activities.
Well, remember our thing at the beginning, Erik said, never go out alone. So the kids who come alone to his house are probably the ones that are in that hole in the back.
Charlie. Yep.
Yeah. And then what do they do with the head? Like I was also interested in the logistics of the jack-o'-lantern with the real head. Like,
yeah, it's what did they bury that later? Like,
But
time
do
to
they
bury the head now?
They
that we
take
got
the
eyeball.
eyes out?
I don't know.
And what do they cut the top off like a real pumpkin and
Oh,
put
take
put a
scoop the
candle
brains out.
inside, like hollow it out?
Yeah.
And
And then you
and
put
then
the
they put a
brains in
candle
some
in the-
butter. You broil them for like 20 minutes, and you got
See-
like brain pumpkin seeds. It's awesome.
See, I was wondering if they should have cut and slid the camera over and we saw like one or two of what that would look like after they're done.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
would've
I was
been-
wondering.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty gruesome, but that would be.
It is.
super-
It's R-rated, so there's definitely some gruesomeness. But sometimes
poop.
they shy away from stuff too. They don't show things like you said. They
No,
do it very.
good point. Because we'll
Yeah.
talk about the kills as we go on. All right, so we're gonna go to the trio. We're now talking about the trio looking for another pumpkin and going to.
That's right. Yeah, the
Henderson
ones who
house.
came to his house looking for the pumpkin. We're gonna see that, but they're going to another house. They're ringing the doorbell. The door opens, and it's a middle-aged woman. It is the. She's a little tipsy into her Halloween night,
Oh.
and she has on the sexy cat outfit, Eric. That
God bless her, because no shame there, but she's owning the sexy cat outfit, and it's almost sexy cat negligee outfit. And they're having this party in art. This reminds me of like a party you'd find in Salem with a bunch, like it's at Hamilton Hall or some rich person's house, and they're all plastered. And what I love is so much detail is her cat. She has cat nose and whiskers, and they're smeared. It's just awesome. And she's wasted. And she's like, "Hey guys, look at!" And she wags her tail in their faces.
Well, it goes across like the pirate kid's nose, right?
Oh.
It like the tail of her costume goes across his nose, and then she's like, "Hey, would you guys like a little drink? It'll be our little secret."
Yeah, and our braces girl goes, "Yes," and the angel's like, "Shut up, no." They just want another pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And she's like, "You killjoy." She's pissed that they're not going to take a drink. But as she's getting them candy, the kids kind of crane their neck and they see, like you said, into this house in the living room. You can kind of look down the hallway, and it's just a shot, and it's like a bunch of people in weird costumes. The main one is the classic hot dog outfit, and he is grinding the end of the hot dog against some woman's bottom in front of him or front.
Yes.
I couldn't really tell.
She's dressed as a pig. So
pig.
technically, you got sausage, hot dog, and pig. It goes together. And I don't know if you noticed, but the mustard on the hot dog.
I didn't.
Oh my God. It's like, and they're making like, like,
yeah, they're making the sounds they're making. So the kids are looking down the hallway that way, and she gives them their candy, and then it's like they are trying to process it as they're walking away from the.
But I love what she said. She's like, "Be careful. There's monsters out there."
Yes.
And then she goes back. But what I love is our little pirate goes, "I don't know what I saw, but I think it was Coach Taylor in a hot dog costume, butt fucking a pig." Like all of apparently the school is filled with crazy people. They all got some kink. Not shaming the kink, but I mean, if you're a serial killer, come on.
This is like the party maybe Laurie Strode's parents were at
my God.
from the original Halloween.
They're in there and they're dressed like S&M outfits. Oh, but as we meet our fourth member
of this little group of people that are gathering they're gathering pumpkins. What they've been telling people is it's for a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, and they're jack-o'-lanterns. And
jack-o'-lanterns.
He's got a shopping cart, which he stole, but he's like the older, like he's probably a little older than them. Another handsome guy, and he's dressed as a skeleton, so he's got a skeleton mask.
Yeah, I think the names here are Angel Girl is Macy. Alien Girl is Sarah, and this is Schrader.
What's our little pudgy pirate? What's his name?
I don't know his name. I don't know. I don't think I got his name.
But they only have 3 pumpkins, Art, and they're like, Schrader says, because somebody went and broke a bunch of them already. But when they go to their,
we know who that is, and we know who that is.
Yeah, he's not going to break any more pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to go to get another person, and they go to that person's house, and there's dozens. of jack-o'-lanterns. This outdoes any house in Salem.
And this is where I thought that I was wondering, they look very real. They look good. You I know are very critical of pumpkins. I don't know what you thought, but this looked
trying
pretty
hard
good
to pick out the fake ones. And I really couldn't, because the mood and the lighting and everything, they're all great. But they're hung all over the place. Dozens.
And Eric, I'll throw this out at you, maybe because I know you often call out like plastic or the materials. They are using paper mache. They said they created them with paper mache as the base of what they're doing. So that maybe that texture helped make it.
It might be, because
real.
usually you can just tell it's too shiny.
Yeah.
Pumpkin doesn't have, it has shine, but not as much as, look at me, a pumpkin expert.
I know, but it is good. But compliments to the film. It looks great. It's a great image. It looks really good. Also like a comics panel, I would say, of a house, and you got all these different jack-o'-lanterns
and who
in there.
Who are they? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Who are they? Who are they picking up, Art? Who's the? What's her name? Has she got a nickname? Here comes Jerry the Jerk.
No, it's
here comes.
They're gonna
Billy
get
the
Rhonda.
Fatter.
Her name is Rhonda.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, the kids call her unfortunate nickname, because this is that age.
Yes.
Where kids are mean.
Oh yeah.
Kids are really mean.
But this is where some people were showing old commercials where like talking about people, and so they call her Rhonda the retard.
Yes.
But one of them comes to her defense and says, she's not retarded, she's an idiot savant. I'm like, do we still use that one?
That word too.
Idiot savant.
Like, I love how the politically correct term in this movie is already that's already gone.
No,
in the
past. An idiot.
Yes. And I will say, I want to point out, and this isn't me making this up, the director has said this, is he's showing Halloween to us in these segments or these stories at the different stages one experiences Halloween. So you have the Wilkins section that we just sort of talked about, which is the child, like when you're a small child, carving pumpkins, going out trick-or-treating, things like that. And then this segment is now that age where you're not going out with your parents trick-or-treating anymore. You're going out with your friends trick-or-treating. And that's sort of the next stage that we're seeing
it
here.
Is, and it's weird. I try to tell myself and my kids that too. I'm like, I don't want to get existential here, but go trick-or-treating, everybody. Who gives a poop? Go out there and go trick-or-treating. You're like, no. I used to lie a little bit, and I'd say, we got one kid at home, couldn't make it, has a broken leg. Trick or treat. And I just get the candy for myself. Is that evil? Is that evil, Art?
It's not evil, Eric. You're into Halloween.
No, I just want the candy. I just go up and go, no, I want the candy. You can spare a Zag nut. Can you please give it to me?
What are you doing over there, Rodenheiser, burying bodies? So, but also, just quick note, the other phase we're seeing in this movie, which we just talked about, is our young ladies that are outdressed. And he goes, that's the 20s Halloween where everybody's trying to be sexy with their costumes.
He nailed it.
So that's the next phase.
He nailed Halloween. He did. He got it right. And the adult party too, where everybody's like, let's get drunk and now we can dress up.
And then there's another phase, and we'll talk about that when we get there. Mm-hmm. There's another phase that's
so Rhonda apparently she's carved all of these pumpkins, and Schrader's being very nice to her. The young
yes, yeah. Which Macy, our angel, you're saying is sort of the leader of the group. We're starting to see she's the mean girl. She doesn't like. Yeah,
she's not.
Although she is giving sort of instructions to Schrader. She says to him, "You're on. It's your turn, your time when Rhonda comes out." Like as if it's Schrader's job to talk to Rhonda. And so he's being really
because
nice
he's kind of wooing her, but he's really nice. He's not that typical
yes.
like, oh, hey, Rhonda. He's really nice to her. But we
see Rhonda is neurodivergent. What is she?
We already said it, Art. She's an idiot.
Say it again. Don't know.
No, I would say she's she's on the spectrum.
She's on the spectrum.
She has some form of autism, or she has some.
anxiety or something.
I know plenty of people like this.
Yes, yeah.
They're functioning people, but they just have a smaller world than we do, and it's easily affected. So
she doesn't make eye contact. She's like not an eye contact person. That type of stuff.
She's probably got some form of autism. Is my guess.
And it's also that Hollywood thing of I think we're supposed to think she's like, oh, she's not. Oh, she's the ugly duckling. But you look at her and you're like she's an attractive young woman.
Nope. She's not. She has glasses, Art.
She has glasses.
And she's dressed as a witch. Typical nondescript witch. Black hat, black cape, and all that. Yeah. But I was going to say, because I'm pushing us forward a little bit.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Because we cut back to the festival, and everyone at the festival is drunk and making out.
Smashing mouth.
Oh, my God. I went to a vampire ball recently here in Salem. Surprise, vampire ball in Salem. And there's a lot of dancing and stuff. But as the night grew on, I was looking around, and singles were now doubles. And they were just... I thought their lips were going to break. They're just smashing.
And that's what we're seeing here. One thing to note.
What?
You need to look at these people very closely.
Yeah.
These people, as the camera is winding through the crowd, and as Erik said, we're seeing couples really going at each other. And in most of the couples we see, the woman is being kind of the aggressor in the situation. They are really pushing themselves into these guys as we're weaving through the crowd towards an alleyway, and we go down an alleyway.
Yeah, which is cool. It reminded me of there's a bunch of alleyways in Salem like that with brick walls and things, really cool alleyways that I guess you can make out or pee in, but you shouldn't pee, everybody. If you come to Salem, please don't pee. Unless it's the toilet. But yeah, this guy's making out with this girl, very attractive girl. The guy, I assume, is very attractive. He's got a mask, like that 3/4 mask, Phantom of the Opera type of, it goes past your nose, but you can see the bottom of your mouth. And he's wearing a black hooded thing, and he's wearing blacks. He's like the man in black. And when they're making out, she's like, oh, we should go back to a party or whatever. I forget. And he's like, And then he's like, and moves away from her. And then she looks down, and she's got blood coming from different parts of her body. Like she's bleeding profusely.
Yeah. All the way down to her feet. It's going out onto the pavement. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it shows the guy, he has beautiful eyes. Beautiful. We're not going to talk about Art's eyes on this episode, everybody. We're going to leave him alone. This guy gives Art a run for his money, but he's got these beautiful eyes, and then he goes, and he's a freaking vampire, right?
Yeah.
So she freaks out. She's like, ah! And she runs out in the street, and she bumps into a couple that's like, oh, she's drunk. And it's our couple from before. It's the robot girl and her executioner husband, right?
Yeah, yeah. And they
so we see them. We're like, oh, that's kind of cool because she's dead now, but this is earlier. And because everybody there's a group of bloody zombies, nobody thinks she's actually hurt.
Yeah, they have very good wound. These guys,
pretty good.
These zombies, they're kind of having a fun time. They have some drinks, and they have across their necks, they have really good wound makeup on.
Very realistic. And just like Salem, Art, because the Magic Parlor in Salem, they set up shop right there, and you can get any kind of bloody axe wound that you want. They'll just make it right there.
So I think she realizes in the moment, we see her realize nobody's going to think this wound on my neck is real.
Yes. Which I don't think we needed, but yeah. She's like, oh, wait a second. She looks at the camera. Wait a second, everyone. But then our vampire comes back, and he finishes her off.
And then just leans her on the ground with another staple of Halloween.
Yes. The lying drunk. The
people slumped against the wall who are drunk, sort of leaning on each other. Yes.
Yep. And here's what I'll point out. If you don't realize it, you might now, if we tell you this, you'd be like, wait a minute. You're absolutely right. There's murders and deaths and kills. We never see the person murdered, like the act of murdering them. We don't see the murder in the sense, like you don't see the knife go in their neck or anything. It's really, I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah.
because he just closes her eyes and walks away. Like, oh, so apparently this is a vampire. So we got the weird Halloween kid, Sam.
Yep.
Right?
And then a vampire is in the crowd somewhere.
We got a psychopathic principal. We got a horny hot dog. That's the one I fear the most, Art.
So I do want to just comment, Eric, when you said we get the we don't see the kill. On that one, we get the classic vampire raising his cloak over the person.
Oh,
That's how she goes. It's the whoosh, and they're going to across the camera, sort of. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's how they get rid of her. I was like, that's a classic.
Yep.
There. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So we're going to cut back, and now our kids are walking into a old abandoned area. That's like an old camper.
Well, it looks like they walk through first a pumpkin patch cemetery, which I thought was so cool. I love me a good pumpkin patch, and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. Yeah, and then they get to what you're talking about with
but this section here with these kids, the Ron and Rhonda, was originally supposed to take place in a pumpkin patch. I like this term because I know it takes place in Ohio. That's what they said. But here in Massachusetts, we have Gloucester and Rockport, and there's quarries there. Yep.
So I'm at home with.
No, that's great. But I was going to say, when they walk by that pumpkin patch, that was supposed to be the original setting of this.
But now they're going through a gate that they're not supposed to go through. And what do you call those? It's like the sewer, how they make sewers. It's a big concrete circle.
Oh, yeah, like a pipe, like a concrete pipe. You see them on trucks and things, and they bury them underneath the ground.
Stuff like that here. And then they go to the edge of the quarry. And I love this atmosphere because you're looking down into this misty quarry.
Eric,
awesome.
You might know this. For a movie that never got a theatrical release, it got so popular. This setting you're talking about was one of the sets of the, Universal Halloween Nights. They recreated this setting that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
they do. They 2017, I think.
Yeah. They recreated
we know
this.
Rhonda's explaining Halloween, so everybody in Trick or Treat apparently knows the entire history. So Rhonda gives us she's talking to our little roly eye patch pirate. It's like, Samhain, the veil between the dead and the living. And I know you know all the dialogue, but I'm trying to steamroll over it.
Yeah, but the Samhain is a festival, sacrifices where the dead protect you, like you protect yourself. The barriers are down. See, we've all seen Halloween. Imagine if we found out her uncle was Dr. Loomis, like her uncle.
Hi, Rhonda, how have you been? How are you going out for a hot dog? Oh.
But yeah, so people who aren't into Halloween movies like you and I might need this, Eric. They might need this lore.
Yes,
they might need this.
But more importantly, not only does she know the entire history of Halloween and Samhain, but she's like, I like your eye patch.
Yeah.
She's so nice. Sweet. She's so sweet.
She is sweet.
Yeah. But we get another background story, right?
Yes. Well, they line up and we realize we're at the edge of the quarry. Like you said, it drops off into sort of mist. And what I like is Macy wants to tell us what this is all about, but everybody keeps jumping in. And it's almost like, Eric, you and I are doing this. They're on a podcast, but everybody keeps interrupting each other.
Yeah, and the angel, Macy, our angel, she wants to tell the story. It's like, shut up.
They all start to tell. Because what's the story? This is the legend of this town. I guess it's a legend that went around, Eric.
Which I think is really cool. So there's 8 kids.
Eric, is this the one where...
All right, shut the fuck up. I would prefer the kid with the braces to tell it. Like, so on Halloween, they had a bus full of students. I would rather hear that. She doesn't talk like that. I wish she did. But it's a long time ago. There were these rich people, and they had all these kids with probably some form of autism or something like that. 8 of them. And they all take the bus home, and I guess apparently the parents got sick of the kids and they just wanted to be done with them. So they hired the bus driver to just not take them home. And I love the flashback. It's what is it, the 60s?
Yeah, the cars on the street, there's like a Christine car, you probably noticed as we're going down the road there. And it looks like it's the 60s. And the kids are on the bus, and they have very is it Diane Arbus, that photographer of that time? The masks that they're wearing? Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
clock. Everyone clock with us. And trick or treat. We're going to clock the kids' outfits, shall we? So do you know what they're wearing? Because I had to go back a little bit.
I know the general idea of some of them. We had a bunny, a rabbit.
A very large, like a hefty, overweight kid bunny.
Yes.
But it's scary. So it's like that Easter bunny that you see in old pictures. You're like, God, no, I would never sit
on the lap of that Easter bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of.
They're like kids. They're, maybe 11, 12, I'm guessing. But yeah, so you got that.
We have one the one that was the eeriest to me was it was almost like a paper bag.
I'm so glad you said that, because
that was like the eeriest one to me, Erik.
It was paper bag head kid, and he had that grin, that a teeth on the bag. It's like, wicked creepy. Yeah. But then you get a upside down kid, the kid with a mask upside down.
Yeah.
And then you get a clown.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get a kid with a skull, but it's that old school skull. Not quite right. And then what the hell in the back of the bus?
The very back seat.
Oh, my God. That kid must be sweaty. So I can think. What?
Because it's his long neck, like the long, sort of like Sarah in our group now is wearing the tall alien head.
Yeah.
I think they're supposed to be, we're supposed to sort of think that those are similar or something, but it's got a long neck. And then what's on the top of what's the head?
It's a devil.
It's a devil.
But it's one of those old school, that Halloween postcard devil with the chin and the beard and the mustache and but it just creepy. And then you got one that's just like a baby head.
Yes.
So you got 8 kids on the bus.
And one, we didn't mention Dracula.
Yes. What is a really cool Dracula? It's that 3/4 mask where you can see your chin, but it's a bizarre, it's awesome. It's like whatever you said that, I don't know, was it a photographer?
Well, the photographer Diane Arbus, remember? Like those types of images. Yeah.
But it's really creepy. And that's the one kid who notices they're not stopping to drop them off, because he's counting.
Well, it looks like he counts houses and neighborhoods, and he realizes, because his count goes off.
Yep.
They're taking the wrong turn.
Yep.
And the other kids they seem kind of not really affected by this.
Yeah, the vampire's like, wrong way. And the driver doesn't stop. And this is our angel telling the story, so it's narrated. But he drives through to the quarry and he breaks the fence, with the bus.
But
Freddy
Erik,
Krueger
on the way, he passes in our flashback. He passes by Sam.
Oh, right, of course. Yes.
Sam is sitting on the side of the road.
Oh, yes.
And the bus goes by him.
So this is how long ago now? So 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So how could that be? And Sam has he's got a dead bird on a stick, right?
Yes,
he's got a raven on a stick. He's like,
he's looking at
So what does that mean?
I don't know, but we get a little flash of
Sam. He sees him, but then he stops the bus just near the quarry, and he walks down the bus, and he's giving the kids, the world's worst candy, and he's putting it in their bags or whatever they have, and they're all chained up. Each kid is chained, like with those the cuffs you put on like patients when you're gonna give them electroshock.
So these, I was a little confused here, Erik, because I'm like, is this how they go to school every day? Are they all basically Hannibal Lecter? Is this like the Hannibal Lecter school for peculiar children?
What did you have for lunch, honey? I had some brains with fava beans and a nice Chianti, Mom.
I was like, wow, they chained them up like this. I didn't know, but he's checking the chain. So he gives them a piece of candy and then checks the chains. And they're chained like hands together.
Oh, yeah.
And then feet together. And then I assume they're chained to the bus.
Yeah, it's like prison. If they were going to prison, it's like with Con Air.
You'd expect that Dr. Richard Kimball is on the bus and they're going to crash and
Yeah, it wasn't me. It's the one-armed man.
Tommy Lee Jones is on the edge of the quarry.
I don't care.
Our target is
these 8 kids. One of them looks like a vampire. Let's go. Watch out for the devil. Devil's there.
But and he goes back. Dracula Kid is starting to freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
He wants to go home.
Yep.
But we see he's working those manacles that he has on because they're like leather around his wrists, and he's moving them back and forth, and his hands are starting to come out.
Yeah, he wants to go home for sure. But he breaks free, and I guess the bus driver doesn't see him. He jumps in the driver's seat, and he's like, apparently he knows how to drive the bus. He's like, home, home. And one of the kids, I think, not the bunny, I wish it was the little fat bunny, but trips the driver.
Trips the driver. So did he know what was going on? Because he very deliberately stuck his foot out and tripped
it made
the driver.
them eerie in a way.
Yeah.
You're like, why would the kid trip the driver?
But
that kid drives the bus off the edge of the quarry.
It's a great shot. The bus goes off the edge of the cliff and down there. And then we see the masks floating in the water.
You see the bus sink.
Yeah.
And the woman, the angel's still narrating, like, some people say that's still down there. And then the bus driver survives.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts going, because, he's been underwater for so long. And so the driver was.
And he has scars. We should say the bus driver has scars on his face.
Yeah, he has
too.
scars that if you miss, you actually would miss, which is kind of funny. Yeah. But the driver was never heard from again, Art.
Nope.
And for all we know, that bus is still down there. And you know what, Art? So are the kids. 8 victims, 8 jack-o'-lanterns, right? Because they need the 8 jack-o'-lanterns to honor the dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're bringing the jack-o'-lanterns. And the quarry has this little elevator. It's like a metal gate elevator, right? That goes down to the bottom.
Goes down the bottom because when they were operating it, they just had, with all the workers they could only send 3 down at a time.
3 kid size. I guess it's 1 adult size, right? Going down, everybody. You got a key, and you can only operate it with the key.
Yeah. And Macy has the key, so
she has the key from her dad. I don't know. But she says it can only hold 3, so they leave Rhonda and Little Chub Pirate up there. Because we don't know his name, we have to call him Little.
And then Schrader again compliments Rhonda on the jack-o'-lanterns.
So they go down and leave the 2 up there. And meanwhile, Red Riding Hood is watching everybody making out. I love this scene.
Well, she's scoping out, and she sees possibilities for her. She's a guy in a centaur outfit. Getting a hot dog or getting something at the food cart there.
In a food cart,
right?
Like in the Salem Common. I was like, that horse outfit, which I thought was hilarious because he's
her face is like, there's a possibility. She starts to walk over, but the back of the centaur outfit stands up, and it's an attractive woman. They're obviously together.
So are you telling me?
Okay, you're thinking the same thing.
Amanda, right? You and Amanda are like, Let's go out on Halloween. What do you want to dress as? How about a horse? I'll be standing the entire time, honey. Art's going to get a cramp.
No, stop it.
Oh, it's so close.
What
I want you to do is bend over and hold my thighs. And we'll just
while I get a chili dog from this.
Don't break character, honey. Don't break character.
While I get a chili dog from this food
just
stand.
Pop up like it's no big deal. Here I am.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my God.
So that's a no there.
No.
And I really like Anna Paquin's expressions are like, oh, okay. And then she turns and there's a guy. There's a person standing there
Viking
with a Viking outfit on.
Yeah.
From behind. And she looks really like, this could be something.
Yep.
And the Viking turns around and it's a very sort of a muscular, heavy set, like built woman.
Oh, she is a like a
bodybuilder type almost. Yeah. And then she has a companion come over to her.
Oh yeah. That companion is going to be sore in the morning. So I can tell you. The companion's not going to be walking around for the next couple of days.
He'll be walking around like the back of the centaur.
Yep.
But
They'll both follow each other like, hey, how was your night? Oh, my God. My back.
But-
Me too.
But what was really weird, Erik, is her reaction to that was like, "Ugh." Like it was almost too much. Lori's
Yeah.
reaction
And
was
the
like,
Viking was so nice. She's like, huh?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. But she
No.
was like, ah, I
She was
nearly made a
surprised.
mistake there. But earlier we heard it didn't matter to these
Doesn't matter.
women that, yeah, like whether, yeah.
Yeah.
So then she's going to sit down in front of the museum. It says the museum. I'm like, what museum? I want to know what's in that museum,
Yeah.
Erik.
It was,
That's what-
I didn't write it down because I
Yeah.
thought Art's going to write it down, but you didn't. You
I didn't write down what the museum is,
It's like
but I think
not a curiosities museum. It's a memorabilia museum.
but I was like, huh, what's in there? What's that like?
Yeah. I love it. Old Town, very Salem.
But she's just sitting there on the hay bale or whatever that's in front of this.
She's
It's
so
so great. It's like
sad.
I know these places. Erik, you must be like me. I'm like, I know what this is.
Yep.
Where is she sitting?
Got a cold
It's like, yeah.
apple cider. It was hot like 5 minutes ago, but now it's cold. She got some popcorn.
Yeah, this is great. And she looks over and across the crowd as the crowd's passing in front of her, it's our vampire guy.
Wait, I'm
Vampire. Erik's got his fingers in front of his eyes like the mask. And he's just...
I look just like him, except I need your eyeball. Yeah. So, and then she's on the phone with apparently Cinderella's her older sister. Yeah. And they're at the party in was it Sheep's Meadow?
Sheep's Meadow, which looks more like woods and a clearing. It doesn't look like a meadow.
Not quite a
to
meadow,
me.
is it?
It didn't look like it.
But
It looks like they're in the woods somewhere with a
she's trying to-
bonfire. There's like a bonfire going.
Yeah, and all the guys and all the girls and most.
There's a lot of girls. There's
Yeah.
a lot of women at this
Wait,
Sheep's Meadow.
Are we clocking 15 or more? It's a lot.
Yes.
It's like a pack of girls.
Yes.
A pack
And
of them.
she has a date for Lori. She has a guy
yes.
for her.
Is he attractive?
Well, she's going to look over. Cinderella's going to look over, and it's a guy in a big baby costume
And
sitting
shaped-
on the ground.
shaped like a big baby. And she looks over and goes, he's very nice. She's like, okay, he's hideous. Got it. And just a fun fact is this giant baby guy apparently has had some little career playing a giant baby. Because he's the giant baby monster in 13 Ghosts.
Yes.
I'm like, what? Did they see the Trick or Treat and be like, hey, wait a minute. Let's get big old baby guy. He's typecast for the rest of his life. Like, where do we get a big fat baby guy?
So Cinderella hangs up, but then the guy with the ears from the costume shop is there, and he's trying to nuzzle Cinderella, and she's like,
Not now.
not now.
And she
Not-
calls him
she
the
seems
wrong
really
name.
annoyed.
He's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. And she's like, whatever.
And it brings back, Erik, you mentioned something earlier where these women like really turn it on to get these guys.
Yeah.
But then they also seem disinterested. They'll switch in a second and be very disinterested.
They are so not
Yeah.
interested. You don't
Yeah.
see anybody like what we said before, mashing mouths, really. Just
Yeah.
The guys are like, hey, wait a second. But when we cut
And-
back to our quarry people, we see the pirate and
Yes.
Rhonda sitting up there, and they hear howling.
Yes.
Like,
There's a whole bunch of howling. Yeah. That
Like,
goes on.
What the hell, Ohio? You're a
Mhm.
dangerous place.
So the elevator comes up with the keys so they can go down now. They can head down. And I really like this shot. I really
I do
like what
too.
they're doing here.
Fog, people just put fog in your films because
Mm-hmm.
it adds so much. Somebody told me if you ever want to scare people, you could just have a black room for a haunted house, just pump it with fog, and you're like, go through there. It's terrifying. It's so eerie and awesome.
And they're descending into this fog. And down below, you can see Macy, Sarah, and Schrader's pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns lit in the fog below.
Yeah.
But then something starts to happen. They're like, what is that? What? Oh my God, what's going on? They're screaming. And each one of the jack-o'-lanterns goes out. But like I said, we're following this as the elevator is descending towards this. I think it's a great conceived and well set up.
Can't stop
shot.
it. It's got to go down before it goes up. And
I know.
The pirate's freaking out, and Rhonda seems very nice and protective. She's like, "Don't worry."
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So she leaves our pirate friend.
Yeah, she's very brave. She goes out and she tells him, "Don't let the candles go out. It'll protect you if you keep those candles on."
Yeah. And she goes to the edge of the quarry, and we actually see that bust.
Yeah.
It's took a nosedive, right?
Yeah. And this was recreated at that Universal, like I told you. You've seen photos of it. They recreated the whole thing. No, it's the front of the bus. I think it's the back of the bus, but the front of the bus. The back of the bus, as if it landed in the mud.
Yeah. So the water must have subsided because you can see it now.
Yeah. And it's great set design. It's got cat o' nine tails that she's walking through, and the mud with the leaves. You see her feet. It just really feels great. Like it's a good...
really good echoes.
Yeah.
And she looks in the water, and there's the masks of our kids with blood on them, and the angel wings with blood on them. And so she walks to grab one of the masks, and something grabs her foot. It looks like dead kids. And she's freaking out.
Yeah, they start to come out, and she's running. She gets up, she gets away from whatever's grabbing her, and these things are shambling towards her, and then she runs, and then she runs by and runs into something, and it looks like it's eating intestines out of somebody.
It's pirate.
Yeah.
The little pirate kid is getting his guts eaten out.
Yeah.
And the things have chains on them, and they're all gross, and the fog and the echoey, like, she
drops her glasses. Yep. One of them steps on her glasses.
Yep. And then she backs up and she falls. I thought right here she's going to fall and crack her head open and die.
Nasty sound on of her head hitting whatever when she falls. Yeah.
Yep. But guess what, Art? This was all a joke. Yeah. The teens, our beautiful angel, concocted this whole thing just to scare the shit out of Rhonda. And everyone agreed. But here's my problem. So the story, okay, you can do that. But are these kids like in theater? Do they have like major in theater arts? Because they have the costumes with the chains on them. So how did they know the kids were chained up? And also the blood. How did they get the masks all bloody and in the water? And then the intestines and the acting of these kids. The pirate kid was in on it, but he was acting like he was terrified. And I thought, wow, what a good show. Very good show. Very good show. They were so good.
Very good prank. It's a really good prank.
Yeah. Yeah. And what, the kid buried himself in the mud? What? But it was mean.
Because did they have some scuba equipment? Because they were all submerged and came out of the water.
They got the little reeds like in the cartoon. But so they want to wrap it up, and our friend, what's his name, the young guy,
Schrader. Yeah,
Schrader's like, no, let's stop. And I mean, where are they going to go with this? So they have to stop. But not
I was like, it's done. The prank is done.
Everybody go up.
Like, what did Macy have left
what else?
For them to do?
What else were they going to do? Now we're going to go across the quarry on a boat. There's a sea monster in there.
And Macy here is really a jerk.
Oh, she's not. Yeah.
She's turning on the real mean girl energy now. Like she's
And remember they said keep the pumpkins lit. It will protect you. And Rhonda still has one, but our angel kicks the other pumpkin into the water. And this is where, I don't know if you saw it in the theater, you said, right?
Yes, yeah.
So I would have loved to wear headsets during this because you hear these wicked, strange noises, like it's laughing, it's not, and then it's almost like weird whale sounds, like, woo! I loved it. I was like, I'm like, what?
It is a good sound design seeing it in the theater because the way they construct it, the way it works is Macy's there by the edge of the water, and Macy suddenly goes, "What are you talking about?" And the other kids are like, "I didn't say anything." But it's like you hear over your shoulder in the theater, you hear like something, so you understand what Macy heard. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
it's really
it just continues. Yeah, it's good.
But they start
and
screaming, and Schrader goes to help them and leaves Rhonda by herself. And then our angel, whose name I keep forgetting, she's freaking out. She's like, no, there's other people here. There's people here.
Mhm.
But the echoes of them yelling, it's so good. You feel like they're down in this quarry.
Mhm.
And what we discover is, yes, there are other people down here. And it's our 8 dead kids. And conveniently, they're dressed almost identical to what our pranksters were wearing. I thought, wow. But they're just, it's the version of those kids, but they're just covered in black goop.
Yep.
And they have their chains and
they walk in sort of a loping.
Would you say they were
way.
Zombies?
Yes.
Yeah. News reporter.
The undead.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes. And so what I love is they're trying to take off, and our braces girl.
Yeah, she has the chains, those long chains you were talking about. They're dragging behind her.
Yep. And she gets yanked backwards. Wah! She's gone. Don't see her get killed. But she's done. She's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're all trying to make it to that awesome elevator, that fits 3. Yes. And guess what, Art? Rhonda is in there.
With the jack-o'-lanterns.
And it's closed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. And she just
she smacks the up button.
Yep. Turns the key and up she goes. And what I love, I don't need to always see people getting killed like that, because as it's going up, you hear the kids screaming. And more than that, you hear like, so that they're getting eviscerated.
I have in my notes, it sounds like they're being torn apart.
Yes.
Like ripping flesh and and
I'll tell you
she comes up to the top.
The pirate kid, he enticed them with that string of hot dogs he had around his whatever those intestines were.
Yeah, the intestines. Yeah. So so we see the elevator come up to the top of the quarry. She gets out and she starts walking away with a wagon with her pumpkin, with her jack-o'-lantern in it. And she looks over and we have a little ships passing in the night moment, Erik.
Yeah. It's Principal Wilkins.
No.
It's Sam. Mm-hmm. He's there with his little drag bag.
Yeah.
And he's standing. What I love is he's standing in that circle thing, the concrete
pipe
sewer pipe.
There. Yeah.
And she doesn't even. They're just like, "What's up?"
Yep. And he starts walking towards the edge of the quarry, and she's leaving the quarry. We have like an overhead shot, and it's like just these 2 people just passing along. Yeah,
just walking. So that was I really love that. Now we know we've got definitely supernatural shit going on. So because those kids were just killed by the zombie kids.
Now, so is your idea when Rhonda hits the button to go up in the elevator, do you think she knows these are zombies about to kill them, or she still thinks they're trying to pull a prank on her?
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought my first feeling was Rhonda knew that these are the undead kids. And what Rhonda in her black and white mind was thinking, well, you know what? You brought us down here and then you didn't keep the pumpkins lit. So this is what happens. I think that's what she was like, nope, sorry, you guys made that choice. So I don't think she did it out of like,
Did you I mentioned that originally it was the pumpkin patch. Did you know that the original conception for the story was it was going to be something where Rhonda actually, one of those twists, almost like a Sixth Sense, where Rhonda realizes she's dead. She's dead in the end. It sounded that, but they said there had been a bunch of movies like that that had come out in the last like 8 years, and so they changed it because they're like, we can't.
But I wouldn't.
We'd just be another movie doing that.
I like it that she stuck with what you're supposed to stick with, and so she survived. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And Sam probably
rules of all. This movie's all about these rules of Halloween.
Yeah.
And
it's Dua Lipa. I got Halloween rules. I count them. 1, keep the lights on. 2, don't cross the street.
And then we cut to, glad I saw this in the theater. This shot is gorgeous. It is a woods and it is lined with jack-o'-lanterns. And we have our Laurie, our Red Riding Hood, walking down this jack-o'-lantern lined woods.
If you love
So where is
jack-o'-lanterns, this is the movie for you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Whoever set these up, they must have put some big ass candles in there because they got to last a long time.
Yeah, because it just looks great. It looks really cool with her walking in that little Red Riding Hood costume down this way here in the wood.
Who shows up?
Well, yeah.
It's our creepy vampire guy.
Yeah. Well, she turns and does a and you heard the behind the scenes on this.
Yeah, the director was like,
the director was one of those things where and she wasn't a fan when he did it.
Oh, well, I guess the paycheck wasn't good enough.
But she's probably after she got all her True Blood money, Eric.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? That was pretty good. Like, now I can.
Here's what I think as an actor. If somebody can help you out like that and give you a real reaction, I think it's great. Not physically harming you, but if they surprise you and then they catch it on camera, great.
How do you feel about like The Exorcist where he slapped the priest across the face?
That one, yeah. To quote elders,
Well, Art, it was a different time. You could slap a fella.
Erik, I'm directing you. It's like, okay, I'm going to help you out.
I'm going to help you out.
You said you like people when they help you out.
Yeah. Right?
Just know this is for your own good.
And you freaking pinch my nipple. Yeah. Oh! All right, roll it.
Oh my God. But
whack me with a ruler and ow, fuck, action.
And so she's been on the phone with Cinderella, who's at that place, and Cinderella says they're like she can take care of herself, and one of the girls saying, "Don't worry about her; she'll be fine. She'll take care of herself." And Cinderella says, "But Mom always said she was the runt of the litter."
Yeah, why would you say that? And our vampire guy is playing up the part. He's like, with his little bloody teeth.
Oh, yeah.
What big eyes you're.
And she does have big eyes. Fair enough.
She does.
Laurie has big eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna Paquin. Yeah. So
he freaking grabs her and he bites her on the neck. So we're like, oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
She's done. The vampire got her. Right?
Right.
But no, because something
we cut into Sheep's Meadow at the party. And
from the
suddenly,
trees,
what a body comes flying into the clearing.
All right, did you think? I know you asked me a lot of questions, but did that body fall from the trees, or was it thrown into the scene?
I thought it was thrown into the scene, but from a very high height.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. It dropped into the scene more than it.
And it's got to be our girl because it's the Red Riding Hood cloak.
Red Riding Hood
ripped up, but there's definitely a body in there.
And they pull back the hood of the Red Riding Hood, and it's not Laurie.
No, it's our freaking vampire, and he's not vampire anymore. He's like, please help me, please. And out of the woods comes now. I call it like post wolf. Red Riding Hood, if she had, saved the grandmother, she's kind of hot now.
Oh,
she doesn't have the hood on the robe. Her hair's all down, and she's like, "Hi, rar." So she shows up, and she's got blood on her. I thought she was dead. All right,
and she comes up and she says to Cinderella, "I played hard to get."
Yeah, and he bit me, and the girls don't go, "Oh my God." The other two are like, "Oh. Whoops."
None of them seem to be. None of them seem to be really troubled by this bloody guy that's just been thrown into the midst.
She got bit by a vampire, but then little Bo Peep is like, "Oh, wait a second," and she reaches and she pulls out his fake but really well done vampire teeth and takes the mask off. Holy shit.
And in case you didn't know, because he's got the black makeup for the mask, he needed the black makeup around his eyes, Erik. So now he's sort of like a raccoon sitting there.
Not scary no more.
And she says, "Oh, who are you, honey?" And he's like, it's Dylan Baker. It's Principal Wilkins. And his voice is suddenly, it's not, "What big eyes?"
Right.
Stephen Wilkins.
Stephen Wilkins. oh shit. And what I think is hilarious is, so he's a serial killer. He's a principal by day. Then he's a serial killer for Halloween season. And then he dresses up as a vampire with puncture teeth and kills young women. And everyone in the town still lives there.
Still lives
They
there.
still live.
The town still is a functioning city.
But with a big party every year. And the post-Halloween, the cleaners come by in Essex Street. You imagine they're coming by with the cleaners, and there's like 3 or 4 dead college kids. They're like, oh, there's another one. Throw them in the bucket.
It's basically like the Soylent Green trucks. They're going through, picking up the body.
Invasion of the body snatchers. They're just dumping them in the trash. So he goes, who are you people? And he looks around, and remember our party goers?
Mm-hmm.
All the girls, all the hot, all of them are standing, but all of the guys are dead and have different parts torn away from them, like neck is slashed open.
We see our news van guys.
Yes.
And we see a couple of the guys we saw from the Smashing Mouth group of people that were in the when we went down the alleyway earlier. We see a couple of those guys too lying around.
And who else is there lying down?
We see in the background the hot dog costume, Coach Taylor. Coach Taylor made his way to the party here in Sheep's Meadow.
He couldn't. I guess that pig wasn't putting out. So he brought his hot dog ass over there. And so the next day, you go into school the next day. Let's say it's a Monday. Good morning, students. Few announcements. We have 6 or 7 children won't be coming to school today. Principal Wilkins was a vampire serial killer, and your coach was a hot dog pig fucker. Enjoy the day.
And Charlie, your classmate Charlie. is now... His head, we found it as a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern inside.
Yes, we put it in the
Principal Wilkins head.
We put it in the trophy case so you can see. But Thanksgiving's coming up, everyone. I mean, and he's also got a broken leg.
It's a nasty wound. They did a good job on that because he rolls over and he just lets out a scream of agony, and you see that his below the knee, it's just snapped. Oh, his leg is snapped. So you are kind of like, what is happening? Clearly now you're realizing Lori be strong, and she clearly messed him up.
Yeah,
and
tossed him.
And yes,
she gave him a beating and tossed him, and then. She's like, I'm nervous. And then the Cinderella sister's like, just be yourself. So she goes over to her principal. And I mean, this is what he wanted, I guess. But she straddles him, and she is, I think I saved a picture on my phone. She is hot right now. She's got the eye makeup on now, and she's all like wild hair, but something's different. Her eyes are wild.
Yeah.
It looks like her teeth are a little jagged, and she's now got like the bare shoulders. What the heck is going on?
We start to get Marilyn Manson's version of Sweet Dreams on the soundtrack is what starts to come in.
Art, were you there for when Gallows Hill used to host the Betsy Feathers
a burlesque show? Yeah, I was there.
This song is stuck in my head because they used this so much, and it was Red Riding Hood and a wolf.
Well, they must have taken it from this movie, right? Yep. They must have got the inspiration here.
Yep. So I've seen Red Riding Hood and the wolf.
You've seen this live.
Yeah.
You've seen the live show. It's almost like when you go to see like Disney on Ice. Go to see like
Have you seen the live version? It's so good. So she sits on him and she says, "It's my first time, so bear with me." And then when that song comes on, every single my God,
remember we said this was a horny movie.
Oh.
This is
just start writhing and dancing, and there's fire.
The clothes start coming off.
They're tearing their clothes off.
Tearing the clothes off. We see some boobs here and there.
They're brief. They're brief boobs.
Brief, but
yes.
We're getting that.
We do not see.
But then the clothes are going to come off even more. we're realizing the undressing
More than
goes
that.
further. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. They're pulling their skin off. They're freaking werewolves, Art.
Underneath. Yeah.
A pack of werewolves, all female. And apparently they just go, coast to coast, having parties and killing dudes or whoever. Right. And this is the sister. This is her first time killing as a werewolf. And I don't know how you feel about this scene, but for those of you who love werewolf movies, they put a lot of production value and effort into these werewolves because they're that howling style werewolf with the big claws and all of the hair and the teeth and the fangs. And there's a little CG, but hardly. And they're so good and just gory with ripping that skin off. So they did a great job. Here's what I want to
Even a part of it looked like one of them did a zipper down the back of their back. It was like a split, the seams split
Cinderella.
down their back.
They took a claw and just...
Yep.
And she had a tattoo on her back.
Yeah.
And I was like, if Art didn't look this up.
I didn't look
yay.
it up.
Hey, everyone. Yay. Because Art missed it. Art missed it.
Yeah. I didn't miss it. I just didn't look it up.
See something there? You're like, what is that? Right?
I saw the tattoo. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the actor's tattoo.
Oh,
because
okay.
I looked it up and it says in tiny letters on her lower part of her neck, it says nil desperandum, which it translates to do not despair.
Okay.
I don't know why. And I was trying to figure out why it was there, but I think the actor had it. So there you go. But because they were focusing on the splitting of her back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was just so, the werewolves were great. And what I love is that the Little Red Riding Hood is like, really sinister and sexy. And then she starts going down and ripping at his throat.
But not before she says what's her last words to him.
Oh, I didn't write it down.
My, what big eyes you have. She says. Then she goes down at him. Yeah.
He's like,
and there's a werewolf at her side.
Her
too.
sister.
Like, right. Her sister's right next to her, like
see,
as a werewolf, as a full werewolf. She's looking
still
on.
got half the outfit on because
if
they rented those, they're not returning them.
Well, the guy with the ears is gone too. Because how many guys are dead in this town too? Like you said, Eric, we were doing a little body count earlier.
I'm just thinking our next day, like November.
Well, that's what
1st.
I said. That was what I was getting at with Wilkins earlier. Is I'm like, this is the swan song, right? This is it. There's not going to be another Halloween in this town.
No,
like there's not.
They ruined it for everybody. Yeah, especially the werewolf. Yeah, had to be like 15 guys there, including the coach and the principal. There's no basketball in November. They're not going to play any football. Right, football season's gone.
That's done. Everything. Yeah.
But what I like is we still got another guest at the party.
Yes, as in the foreground, we have like werewolves like tearing at guys' throats and everything. We see our Sam, our little host here, is sitting on a log. Great, Eric, a flaming jack-o'-lantern right behind him to the side. Almost like it's on fire, but it's coming from the insides, and it's right next to him, and he's just sitting.
Yep.
Just sitting on
watching
on the thing. And it's a good dissolve, Eric. It dissolves, and his round head dissolves into an orange moon.
Yeah. It's really, I really like this scene. And now you know why the girls were acting so like, they're werewolves.
And all the comments, runt of the litter.
Yeah,
right?
And I had a little Mexican. Like they ate Mexican food. They basically killed people. It was amazing.
I love it. The movie layered in all those things, and then we get all those things that Eric and I were going, oh, that's funny. They don't seem as interested in the sex, even though they were luring guys for sex. All these things that the movie layered through, it all makes sense now when you rewatch the movie. So it's great. Good job.
And then after this, we have to go to earlier.
Yes, we get our earlier. Yeah. And it's a dark house with garbage bags covering the top windows.
It's creepy. It looks like a haunted house.
And 3 trick-or-treaters are clowns.
Our clown kids.
Clown kids who we saw from the very beginning of the movie. They're going into this house. Would you go to this house?
I'm just
Would
saying.
you go to this house?
Lights are off. The house next door has got gorgeous Halloween lights, and you're picking this house? All right, go ahead. Go knock on the door. Go trick or treat.
Giving it a shot, I guess. Yeah, maybe they've had slim pickings all night, and they're like, we got to get as much as we can. Yeah. I don't know. But they're going up to the house, and we start to hear from the inside. We see somebody looking out from the inside of the house, and we hear, you did it earlier. It's like a wheezing, like emphysema. Getting the idea of that type of thing.
It's like Mike Myers if he had a problem. He was sick.
Lot of build up here. The door opens, it swings open. It's just dark behind the doors, and then two yellow glowing eyes from the darkness pop up.
Yep. And then this horrific sound. And the kids book it. And who comes out? It's frickin' Spite the dog with the world's best Halloween costume for dogs. It reminded me of the Grinch, like Jim Carrey's Grinch, where he had Mac, the fake Grinch head come out, and Max was making noise.
But it's basically has glowing yellow eyes.
Put a lot of work into scaring the shit out of kids.
Yeah. But he really enjoys scaring the kids. It is the guy we saw. The guy we saw next to Wilkins earlier, we heard his voice. It's very distinct.
That's correct. It's Mr. Krieg. Mr. Krieg.
Yes. Brian Cox playing this role, having a lot of fun playing this role. People would know Brian Cox from a lot of things. Way back to, he was the original Hannibal Lecter. He was the original Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter. But right now, people would know him. Succession. He's the dad on Succession.
So many things. Rob Roy.
Yeah. So many things.
He's always great, whatever he does.
He's great, but he looks.
And also, we should point out, he's freaking the voice of McDonald's. A new breakfast sandwich. I'm Brian Cox. That's amazing.
Well, Erik, they specifically made him up to look like one of our Popcorn Bucket Award winners here on Midnight Cinema.
Kurt Russell?
No, close though.
No, I know.
When they do the side by side,
I can't
it's like
it.
He's made up to look like the director, John Carpenter.
Actually, thicker John Carpenter. It's the same thing. He's got the mustache, the hair.
The gray hair strands coming down.
And we see he's got some scars on his face too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's wheezing.
Oh, his house. Yeah. This is one of the things where if you are not married, this is going to be you, because guys just don't give a shit after a certain amount of time. And I wouldn't want to see his bathroom, anything. His house is a disgusting mess. It looks like an old haunted house with pill boxes everywhere. The dark pill capsules, pill bottles.
Although he did start a fire. He's got a fire going in the fireplace. Yeah. So I guess he has enough.
Well,
if he has emphysema, that's probably not going to be good either.
It's probably from the photos he's burning with all that stuff that's burning off the photos.
Yeah, he's throwing photos on the fire. So you're like, what's going on? Maybe he's decluttering. He's finally decided, Erik, I got to get my life together, and I don't know, declutter and get rid of
good news
all
he doesn't have to go shopping for food for a while because he stole those 3 kids' bags of candy.
Yep.
Every single kid with a pillowcase full of candy.
And he's watching TV. It's a cooking segment on a show. What are they making in this cooking segment?
I think it's the roast pork.
Okay.
And they're injecting the roast pork with this with flavor stuff. And they inject it in. They're like, when they cut it open, you're like, look at that. Ooh.
But you can see, like, whatever the hell they put in the center of the pork, you can see them. It's not like it dissolved.
No,
fully.
it's so
really
sexy.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
There's like 4 other channels because he's got the world's oldest remote, right? It's like that. Click. You don't even know what channel you're on.
And he goes to eat a chocolate bar. One of these he doesn't like it. Spits it out. He wants to get a drink of his alcohol.
Yep.
But then on the news, he changes channel. We see our news report from earlier.
Yep. 8:00. So it must be live, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Right,
I
it would
think
be
it's
live.
but
Yeah.
it's the same news report that we saw from earlier.
Yeah, and then
And
he
then-
switches it. I
And it's a
love
little-
this because you're like, wait, it's a cartoon, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's Cinderella werewolf, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But fun fact, which I'm like, wait, that's not a zombie, that's a werewolf. But Scooby-Doo Zombie Island is the name of the. But he doesn't want to watch that either.
And then we get a little documentary on Samhain that's playing too,
right.
really quickly.
Because in case nobody in this town knows the history. But the dog, Spite, starts barking. Yep. And he goes to the window, and the world's hardest throw of an egg.
Yeah.
It actually cracks the window.
Yeah.
Somebody throws an egg, and then you hear like,
I remember waking up one Halloween night when I lived in Somerville, Mass, over there in Boston, the city. And it was somebody had thrown an egg couple of eggs against the front of the house. And it was like that.
Yeah.
They really whipped it. Like, it woke me up. It was probably like 1 a.m. and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like
you would think an egg doesn't, it causes some damage.
They got the whole street, those kids that night, jerks.
My egg story is I was dressed as Jack Skellington for one of the Halloween festivals in Salem. They would call on me all the time, like, Erik, we need you to host this or host that. So I'm standing up there introducing someone, and I go like this really fast. I move my head, and an egg. Somebody threw an egg at me, blam, and it hit the wall. Did not get me. I was so happy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That might have hurt.
Man, can you imagine if I got hit in the skull?
Gosh. Oof. Yeah. But yeah, so somebody egged his house.
Yeah, so he grabs his baseball bat that he has. And I love he has these little mutterings. He's like, Happy Halloween. And he goes outside, and this is where now we're back to, remember our guy that was digging the hole and burying the kids, right?
Yes, Wilkins next door with the thing. But now we're going to see this scene from the other side of the fence. It's great. Awesome. I like it. I love it.
His dog chewing on something, and we know what it is. It's that freaking finger.
And he hears something, so he's looking. And now we see him looking through the hole. So we see Wilkins in the next yard through the hole in the fence, whereas previously we saw Krieg's eye in the fence. I love it. I love this juxtaposition.
It is so great.
It's really fun.
And it's
fun.
You're like, oh my gosh, we're back to that. And then we also see a POV of what apparently was the POV from way, way earlier in the movie with that shrouded. So somebody's watching him, and he's got his, stinks like a dead whore out here.
Yes.
And then I guess that's why he says, keep your kid out of my yard, because maybe he thinks the kid threw the egg, right? And then he goes in the house, he locks the door, and he's got 40 locks. So he's got an issue with security. Those chain locks, he locks them all.
Yeah. And he looks, and Spite is now barking at the front door.
Yep. Yeah,
he's barking over at the front door.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love this reveal.
And so Krieg goes over to the front door. He grabs he
has the bat.
He has a bat now, a baseball bat in his hands.
Yeah, and when he opens the front door, just like Rhonda's house. I actually thought it was Rhonda's house for a second. I was a little confused, but it's not, because I checked. But his front yard is now got dozens of jack-o'-lanterns, but they're hanging from the trees. They're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
his house has gone from the least Halloweeny house in the world to now the most Halloweeny house on the street.
And what I love is, I would have actually liked to see this scene. He raises the bat like he's going to smash him. And I thought, oh, come on, let the guy smash like 20 before. But he doesn't get to do it because that damn dog keeps barking.
Spite's barking, but this time he looks back in the house. Spite is at the bottom of the stairs, and he's barking up the stairs.
Yes.
And in the background, we see the doggy door is swinging. Yes. So nice detail the way the shot's set up.
Which I have issues with, the size of the doggy door versus the size of our intruder. But you know what? It's Halloween. And then we hear, like someone's upstairs giggling. And you know what? When you make a threat, I love it if you can follow through. And he can, because he probably does have an NRA membership, and he's got that beautiful double barrel shotgun over the fireplace.
Right.
Did you catch what he says when he grabs the rifle and loads it and starts walking towards the stairs?
No.
He goes,
Zippity doo-dah.
I didn't catch that.
I just love it. Zippity doo-dah.
So he goes to the bottom of the stairs, and I like, it's a really quick thing. It's a good little jump scare. He switches on the lights, but the light at the top of the hallway it's one of those things where you switch on a light. It happens to us all at some point in our life, and it shorts out. It sparks and shorts out like just as you switch it on. But in that light, we see racing across the top of the stairs in the hallway it looks like the silhouette of Sam up there is what it looks like.
Ooh, how did he get his big ass head through that doggy door? That's all I'm saying. Or maybe, because maybe he's magic. He's like, he can squeeze through. But what I love about that, we're both into shots and scenes and how they don't have to do things like this, but it's cool. You see our POV, you see the double barrels of the shotgun turn the corner first. I love that at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. And he's come up the stairs so heavy on the soundtrack is wheezing. It's just him. Like that's sort of the soundtrack right now is his wheezing.
Yeah.
As he's going down the hallway. It reminds me a little of Laurie Strode going down the hallway in the first movie towards the bedroom at the end of the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of that.
And his house is not lit. It is, like we said,
there's no lights in it.
Haunted house. And on the bed, underneath the sheets, there's something moving around. When he pulls back the sheets, my first thought was, oh, I want that. That's what I thought. Because I love little props and animatronics. I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
But it's the world's greatest animatronic skeleton hand prop.
Yes.
Like what you buy.
Yeah, and it's like it's moving. Yeah.
But it's what you'd buy at that store where the elf guy worked.
Yeah. So I had a question here. Yeah. So I guess
the hand.
No. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was going on here. I was like, yeah,
this is a trick.
I know. Yeah. I guess that's what I should do. Yeah. So, and so then he starts to look around, and the entire room, everywhere, is painted "Trick or Treat." Give me something good to eat.
Yes.
Like it's all over in different size letters.
Yep. All over impossible, really. And what I love is the room is lit by, you talk about that flaming jack-o'-lantern.
Yes.
This one has got like a blowtorch in it coming out. It's an eruption of flame from this jack-o'-lantern. It's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome scene.
Yeah, it kind of bursts into flames. So something very supernatural here.
Yeah,
this is clearly
something happened.
Yeah. And then we get our Pet Cemetery callback. We're getting a lot of callbacks to movies here, and this is from Pet Cemetery.
Oh, you know why? Because sometimes dead is better. Isn't that right, Lily?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We get an Achilles from under the bed. Ooh. Something reaches out and slashes Krieg's Achilles.
Is that like the hamstring? Is that what they call that? Like the back?
Yeah, like down the That's how you hamstring someone.
Oh. And guess what? Yeah. Our little other creepy hand comes up over the bed. Mm-hmm. And ta-da, it's Sam. And this is what I love is this is a kid. The character is a little kid and the person playing it is a little kid. And you can't fake that. And I think the way that this little kid comes up and presents himself, it's awesome.
And then a little callback again to Halloween here. We get the Michael Myers head tilt from Sam.
Oh, geez,
right? Little Michael Myers. Yep. A little Michael Myers head tilt.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. But that's what I saw it as.
Yeah. Good. No, probably good. But he's like, who the hell are you?
Yes.
Like, that's what I would say. Be like, what the hell is going on with your kids? And he
Sam
holds up.
Holds up a hand. Yeah, I think it's called a hey-ho. I think is the
hey-ho.
I think it's called a hey-ho. I think, yeah. So he holds it up and he sort of peels the wrapping back, and we see it has a big razor blade sticking out of it.
And it's actually a razor blade. And I want you to know, Art, that while we're talking, this is how Salem, Massachusetts is working. I've gotten 5 notifications on my phone And I finally broke down, and I'm sorry, but I did because it's Halloween. It was 50% off. I just bought a giant dragon and 8 frickin' split-ins, and they're going to be dropped off at my door. So while we're doing this podcast, 8. 8! Oh my God, I just saw it.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Those are the 8 corpse kids.
Eric, you're going to have to go downstairs with your shotgun.
What the hell's that? Home Depot, I got an NRA card. Membership.
Yeah, so
Oh
it's
my
just funny that that's happening while we're like, I'm going to hear big thumps down there. I'm like, what the hell?
And I love so he has this thing with the razor blade, and I love Krieg's expression. Like,
yeah, he's like oh shit. And he shoots the shotgun. Great scene. He shoots the frickin' jack-o'-lantern by mistake, and it explodes.
Mhm.
And then it's dark.
Yeah, it's all dark around him. So where is Sam? But
let's point out his injuries right now. Okay, he's got a cut hamstring, bad.
Yeah,
I just want to point it out. Okay,
yeah, he starts limping down the hallway towards the top of the stairs, and he gets to the top of the stairs, and he trips. Is it on a candy bag? Is there a candy bag lying at the top of the stairs, and that's what he trips on?
Candy bag.
I think that's what he trips on, because when he falls down the stairs, it's a shower of candy coming down with him as he's falling down the stairs.
Yes, and also the stairs are covered in the worst candy. You know those little lollipops that you get from the bank, the little round ones?
Yes.
And then, but not only that, but broken glass and razor blades.
Yeah, candy corns in there too. I noticed.
Yeah. Well, I would dump them on the stairs too.
But yeah, it's glass and razor blades, like that old urban legend, Eric. People put glass in the candy. They put razor blades in the candy.
I baked many a razor blade by mistake. That's why I talk like this.
He gets to the bottom and so he tries to puts his hands down, and it goes right in all that glass and razor blades, and his fingers are all ugh.
And we want to point out that Brian, I don't know how old he is here, but they're portraying this guy as like he's in his 60s at least, right? And not in good shape. So now his hands are all bloody. He's like, oh.
Yeah. So he limps over, and then remember, he's trying to get out. He did all those locks earlier, all those bolts and chains. So he's trying to do it with his little, and I have to give credit. Brian Cox is doing an amazing job in this basically wordless short here.
Which I appreciate, Art.
Yes.
You don't need to narrate what you're doing.
Yeah, like he has the funny lines like, "Who the hell are you?" But we're not hearing go, "What? The locks?" Yeah, he's not doing that. So he's trying to undo all those locks. But we see in the background, it's an interesting shot. So we see Krieg is in the foreground as he's wrestling with the locks. And in the background, it almost looks like Sam's head comes down from where the stairwell is, from the top of the stairwell.
Yep.
It slides down to look at us from behind. It's great.
It's that little, and then when he's fumbling with the locks, Sam is right above him on the ceiling. So this is clearly a supernatural being, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then he just lets go and drops on him. And what I love is he's just giving him a beat, and he's like, like making these great noises.
I think this was a combination, right? They had a small person and a small woman in the costume for the fight scenes, right?
But it's not growling or roaring. It's just making like, like it's a kid fighting him. And then he throws Sam off and goes to the window. And remember earlier, he's like, hey, help me.
Wilkins next door, he's shouting at Wilkins, so we see it from the other side again.
Yeah.
He's pounding on the window, and Wilkins goes in, and now we see what knocked him off his feet. It's Sam.
Yep.
Sam if knocks him off his feet.
If Wilkins, if Krieg didn't say screw you, maybe Wilkins would have helped him.
Yeah,
but he didn't.
But he's struggling now. Sam's got the better of him. He's got Krieg on the ground. Sam's choking him out. But he reaches up and he rips that burlap mask. What's under there? You don't know, but it's like Sam's got like an actual pumpkin-y head.
It's an amazing. At first, I'm like, but I really think it's not scary. It's freaky because you think, what would be under there, and why is it round? And it is a pumpkin head, like you said, but it's also a pumpkin head skull. So it looks like if a pumpkin was a skull. So you're like, what the f- is that? So he's got like a big long mouth and like kind of lazy eyes. Just, no hair. It's just a pumpkin skull is the best way I would describe it. And then freaking Sam takes a chunk. He starts biting into Krieg's leg. Oh!
Yeah, so it's no longer the burlap sack head. It's this pumpkin creature biting his leg.
And so he got his hamstring cut, his leg bit into, and plus his hands are basically bloody meat pads right now.
But he's pretty good. That NRA membership, he probably practiced a lot because he gets off a shot.
Yes. And we have to say that when he has the shotgun, Sam goes, huh? Like that. And then when he shoots Sam, Sam flies across the room and ends up near the door. But the sound that Sam makes while being shot at and flown across the room, he goes, woo! It's like a, woo! I think, hi, kitty. My cat just was like, yeah, that's the sound. So it was just so funny to me. Like, huh?
And what we're noticing, and we're going to see a little bit more of it here in a second, is when you shoot Sam, it's not like blood and guts come out. What comes out is sort of like the innards of pumpkins. When you carve a pumpkin and you pull that stuff out, that's what's coming out of the gunshot wound. It's like that membrane from the pumpkin inside.
And he shot him.
I thought that was a cool touch that they did that.
He shot him in the head, and he slumped up with his, your back is against the wall and your feet are splayed out. Here's what I love, that no horror movie, you're always like double tap, dude. Krieg clearly wants to make sure that this thing's dead.
He listens to Midnight Cinema.
He does. Yeah. You can't just walk away. You got to dismember. But he reloads the shotgun and he actually shoots Sam in the chest, and it explodes with the pumpkin goo.
Yeah.
And then he blows his hand off.
Yeah. He gets another shot off. Yeah.
But I'm thinking the adrenaline.
And the hand actually comes off.
Yeah. So I think the adrenaline has made it so Krieg's not in pain anymore. Because remember all those all that damage? Now he doesn't care.
And he goes over to try and dial the phone, but clunk, the phone cord is pulled out.
Yeah. By what, though? Because in the background, Sam is lying there.
Still there.
It's not a Michael Myers where he's gone, or he's still there.
Well, I like the way to do it, Eric, because this is obviously a guy who likes horror movies, like us, is, as you said, I'm just going to outline it. Phone cord gets pulled, and we're like, oh, Sam's up. Sam just pulled out the phone cord. But yeah, they swing that camera, and Sam's still there. So who pulled the phone cord?
I don't know, but somebody stabs him in the foot. This guy is getting serious hospital bills at the end of this.
Yes, seriously. And it's the hand. It's Sam's hand
with our little chocolate blade
razor.
Thing.
Yeah, razor blade. Yeah, and Krieg says, "You gotta be kidding me."
He says from the thing, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." It's awesome. Yes. I wonder if he put that in. He's like, "Listen, I want to say this line," or if the director was like, "No, say it," because I love it. John Carpenter's the thing. Yeah,
and the hand crawls over and reattaches to Sam.
Yes, it's a great little thing moment because the hand is upside down and then it just goes foop, and it brings the body of Sam, the sack of candy, dragging along with it, and then it waves. It's like woohoo, and it attaches itself awesomely. It's a great.
I know we keep saying this, but it's like Krieg goes, "Oh no."
He does. Oh no. It was awesome. Glad you caught that. Yeah. Like he's just like, oh geez, I can't win.
He's pretty beat up, Krieg, at this point.
He has no more ammo.
Yeah.
He's on the floor up against the wall now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, it's not the candy sack, it's the burlap sack. Because Sam puts the burlap sack back.
Puts it back on. Right. And then Sam takes out holds up a perfectly good sucker, like we talked about earlier.
Yep.
Orange lollipop that's a jack-o'-lantern
Yep.
face.
That we saw earlier in the movie, except it was jagged.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he bites a big chunk out of it.
Yeah. And this kid is not, we want to point out that it's not like, "Argh." He's just like, and what I love is the animatronic. It's a full animatronic face. So while he was waking up, he's like, blinking and stuff. It's a really good face animatronic. But yeah, we get that sharp object coming at Krieg.
Mhm.
But Krieg's, Krieg knows how to handle shotguns and alcohol. So he's got a bottle. He's got his empty bottle, whatever that was. And like, come on, you little bastard. But Sam's pretty strong, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's not going to
breaks his hand. He breaks his arm. You can hear him go
crack. Yeah.
So let me point out, Art.
Okay. So
counting,
injuries. You're going to run down the injuries?
Yeah. Hamstring.
Yeah.
Bloody hand mess, right? Foot. Probably
Foot stabbed.
Severe bumps and bruises from falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
And now a completely broken arm.
Yep.
So he's done.
And we know that weapon, we recognized it from earlier, that sickle sucker
is
or
great.
whatever it is.
Great lollipop. You can
raise it up. Sam raises up that lollipop, and it's got that sharp edge. We see it in the camera. It's got a sharp edge, and he stabs Krieg. Stabs him in the chest.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like,
Krieg even screams, but something's not right.
No.
He's not dead. Krieg is not dead. He's strange. And then, so Sam pulls the lollipop back, but, Krieg had been clutching something to his chest that he had just picked up, and it was a candy bar.
It was that awful candy bar he had at the beginning. Like, ugh.
Yes. And it's stuck now to the lollipop.
Yep. And Sam is like, like, I love the noises he makes. He's like, and then he eats it like a kid would eat it. He's just, So he takes a bite, and Sam's like, done. He's like, all right.
Well, it looks like he liked the candy bar. He genuinely liked it.
So no more tricks, I guess.
Yeah.
And
he
Cox
leaves.
Like,
door opens on its own, I should say, to let him out. Yeah.
Loved it.
He doesn't open the door. It opens up himself.
No, and he doesn't take his bag of candy.
No.
But I love that Sam just gives him one last look. He just looks over at him, and they exchange looks like, Krieg's like, is that it? You're not going to kill me? I love it.
Well, he's changed. We'll talk about it. The theme of this story.
Yeah.
You must have recognized what's going on here.
A bit. Well,
yeah.
You could tell me. Yeah. But he does.
Well,
we see in the fireplace now. Remember, he's burning photos. One that hasn't burned after all. Yeah,
because it's one of those ones that sort of missed the logs and it's sitting in the back.
Yeah. Guess what, everyone?
Your point, though, Eric. It's been a while that's been sitting there.
Yeah. But clearly showing, oh my gosh, it's those 8 kids from a long time ago lined up against the bus, and the bus driver is there. That's Krieg.
Yeah.
He was the frickin' bus driver.
Mm-hmm.
And the scar.
So did he take that picture that morning?
Who took the picture? Bye, kids. We'll never see you again.
The parents who arranged for them to die, did they take that picture?
Mommy and Daddy love you, but not enough.
Or did they pay Diane Arbus to take it?
Right? Who took the picture?
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
one of the parents was just like, well, we got to have something to talk about at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. He's the bus driver. And then we cut to our little comic book text later. 3 little pigs coming up to Krieg's door.
Yes, there's a pig theme going on here.
Yeah, well, think about the young ladies earlier when they were in the dressing room. One of the things they said to Lori was like, "We're gonna huff and we're gonna puff and blow your house down." So we got wolves, little pigs, hot dogs. I don't know. I guess it all makes sense.
We want to point out that this. No, we don't have to point that out now. But so the door opens and it's Krieg who has successfully bandaged himself up.
And it's a lot of bandages, Eric. It's a lot of... You mentioned all his wounds, so what I like is the movie was on your wavelength. It's like he would have had to have a lot of bandages. He's got sling for the arm that's broken. He's got... Yeah, it's like he's all...
He's got the wrap around his head. He's got his arms.
Hands are bandaged. Yeah, he look... And what I love is he's got the candy in the sling. He's got that he's given out to the kids, so he pulls it from his sling.
It is the world's worst. It's candy that you find at like somebody else's grandmother's house or the doctor's office where they just don't care. It's that
like just the old butterscotch or something, or the peppermints. Yeah,
Christmas. You know, it's from last year's Christmas. Ugh. Ugh. And I love how they go, great mummy costume, Mr. Like, and they know him too. They know him.
But I think he has his head bandaged up, and you probably got the reference here. What it's looking like is Marley.
I said that.
Jacob Marley.
You didn't hear me, but I said it.
Oh, you did say
it? He does look like Jacob Marley. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would be Scrooge, really.
He's the Scrooge of Halloween.
Yep. Yeah. Who's now become Jacob Marley.
Yeah, I know. But I think they're referencing that there.
Yeah.
But we talked about the different stages of Halloween, and this little segment we've just watched was the last stage, the older stage when you're beyond the holiday and you're not wanting to celebrate the holiday. Erik and I are almost there.
Yeah, we are.
Erik will never be there.
I'll never be there.
No. Erik will be the Marley coming back to haunt me,
right?
On Halloween.
Why aren't you giving out candy art? You got to give out the big bars.
But yeah, this was conceived of as he's the Ebenezer Scrooge of Halloween.
Yeah,
being visited, and
we know that our director loves holidays. So
yes, that's right.
So the kids go off, and then we see Halloween's continuing, and we see little Billy.
Next door,
his dad is apparently out on a date. So Billy Wilkins is sitting on the front steps dressed like his dad. Did you notice that? He's got the blood, he's got the glasses and the tie, and he's giving out candy from a widow bucket. And he's sad because his dad supposedly is on a date.
Yeah. Earlier, we didn't mention this. Earlier, you probably saw what Billy was dressed as.
Yes. I was looking hard at that. I'm like, is he dressed? Like,
I think they intentionally did that. Okay. They said though, right? I think he's dressed like Chucky from Child's Play.
Buddy, he's your little buddy.
So he looks over there, and then we see across the street, the jack-o'-lantern we saw at the beginning. There was a red flyer wagon moving away, and it's Rhonda. Rhonda pulling a jack-o'-lantern, and she goes to cross the street. And a car stops, nearly hits her. Remember we said that way back? And in the car are our werewolf gals. But they're back. They're not in werewolf form. And they're laughing. I couldn't tell. I stopped it, Erik, and even in the movie theater, couldn't tell if they had blood around their mouths or something. I couldn't tell.
No, I didn't see any blood, but this is definitely post party. So what we have to realize is that Billy's dad is already dead. So he was this werewolf party happened earlier, right?
Yeah. So the girls go by, they're all laughing. They're all like, "Oh, this is the best year ever," or something, or "Next year will be even better," or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they drive on. So we're seeing all these things we saw at the beginning of the movie with a slightly different angle. So we're starting to see things fall into place. I love it.
And then we see Sam is still near the Krieg's house. He's on that side of the street, and he's just looking at the guy, and then he gets distracted by our next door neighbors, the robot, and her torturer husband. He sees they put out the pumpkin, and so apparently Sam didn't like that, so he figured, I'm gonna go kill this person.
And we clearly see he has his half moon crescent sucker in his hand, the lollipop.
And he's like, oh, wait a minute, I'll use this. And I want to reiterate that lots of people die in this town. But I guess so. Mr. Krieg is done, right, for the night. He closes the door.
But doorbell rings again
immediately,
and he opens it up. And standing on the steps are 8 people.
It's our undead kids. They're all gross. So that means that the other stuff.
Gross, Amy, very dark, muddy.
Yeah.
It looks like the Dracula one, the
Yep.
one who was saying, I want to go home in the flashback. He says the line.
Yep.
He says, trick or treat.
Yep. And this is what I love is we see him go, oh, like that. And then freaking montage back to the comic book style. We never see him get killed, but we know that these zombies kids came in and ripped him to pieces.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And what I love is when you rewatch this movie at the very beginning,
Oh, I'm so
when
glad you caught it.
Leslie Bibb is looking. Remember, we said there was a Michael Myers-ish guy staring at her. If you look closely across the street, walking away from Krieg's house, you see the group of zombie bus kids walking down the street in their costume. The guy with the tall head and sort of shambling down the street on the other side of the street. I love it. I love it.
It's great. You will miss it unless you're looking for it.
Yes. It's very quick. I saw it on the big screen is when I really noticed. I had never noticed it before that. And when I saw it in the movie theater, I was like, although at the very beginning of the movie, because I've seen the movie before, I go, I think those are the kids. I never saw that. So I thought that was a great little tie-in if you're watching the movie again.
And everything ties up. I love that they showed it to you from different angles and brought it back to the beginning where now it's kind of late at night. And that's when those people, the robot girl got killed, but she was killed technically last in our night of Halloweening.
Yeah.
We always think about what kind of movie is happening outside this movie, but those 8 undead kids, are they walking back to the quarry?
Yeah, they just go back there and go down into the water.
Treating?
Yeah.
Or they dissipate. I'm like, I want to see these kids go and find their parents.
Let's talk about
years
some
later.
things then.
What?
Let's talk about some things then.
Yeah.
What the jack-o'-lanterns on Krieg's house when you open up the thing and there's all those jack-o'-lanterns. Cool visual, cool thing. Do you have in your head? How did they get there? What are we supposed to think? It was just Sam casting a spell and then suddenly those are there. Or
that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Sam is supernatural, so there's no way Sam could do any of that stuff without just being like, bing. So think of him as like witchcraft or something. He just think makes it happen. So that's how we explain that.
Other question. At the beginning, we mentioned Charlie, our heavy kid, dragging his pillowcase, and the camera pans up, and we saw Wilkins basically standing there. What's in the big paper bag? Is that candy, or is that his costume for the night that he got a costume?
Oh, that is a good question.
What's in that paper bag he's carrying?
I don't think we see him. No, he does bring it home. He does bring something home.
Is it candy?
So it's probably candy.
The costume or the costume he's going to wear for that night? I don't know.
You know what? It's the costume because he's already poisoned all the candy.
Right.
He picked out his vampire costume for the night. He probably went to the same store. Oh, hey girls, are you going to be long in line or?
We already just established these are just other kids that he's killed tonight that he's thrown in the grave. And we never saw that one, the clown kid, throughout the night. No, there are clown costumes, but I don't think we're supposed to.
No, because he's already dead.
Yeah, exactly.
So when
we see those kids.
Yeah, those kids trick-or-treated.
Well, they left his house, but then they came back when down the same street when Leslie Bibb is getting killed.
They're alive.
At the beginning.
It's not them. It's a different clown art. But that's the end of Trick or Treat.
That's the end, tied up, and so
wow,
that's it. What a great Halloween movie for us to do during this time of year. Yeah. During October, it really puts you in the spirit.
I love Trick or Treat. I know you're gonna rant about your review, but I just think we kind of reviewed it at the beginning.
Yeah,
I highly recommend Trick or Treat, and you can watch it. You don't have to watch all of it. You can walk away. You can put on a Halloween party. You can have it in the background, or you can sit and watch the whole thing. And then when you rewatch it, you'll be like, oh, cool. You start looking for stuff. You'll never wear a cat outfit again, probably. You won't look at hot dogs the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so much great special effects, cool creepy mythological story about this little kid, Sam. Wouldn't his name be, if it's named after Samhain, wouldn't it be Sow?
I know.
It's little Sam. They call me Sow. Come here, Sowie. But I love Trick or Treat, and I would recommend it. Yep.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this too. I hadn't seen it in a long time before I saw it for this podcast. So as I said, going into it, I couldn't quite remember exactly what was happening. Believe it or not, it's been so long. I didn't actually remember that they were werewolves at the end of this segment. I just knew that they killed people, but I didn't remember that part. So that was great. So it even fooled me with the Red Riding Hood costume. I was just trying to remember that. I really liked it as an anthology movie because I liked the way that he weaved the things together. I did find myself thinking sometimes, this is just a thought experiment. I was like, would it still work as well, this movie? Would I have as much fun with it if it was just separate segments and we just had watched each segment play out? But I don't think so. I think it's more fun because it does really reward rewatching it and seeing these things all playing out and putting things together while you're rewatching it. Because I have talked to people over the years ago, I heard Trick or Treat. I heard that was like really good. And then I watched it and I was like, and I'm like, watch it again because you're going to have a lot of fun watching it, because I think, and I'm saying this for our listeners who maybe want to check it out, I think you might be thinking that it's going to be like, because the way people talk about it is horror and like a gritty horror movie or really scary, but that's not really. It's think more in the line of creep show-ish types of things. Really having fun. Does go hard though. There are some great special effects and the kills are pretty gnarly when you think about them, but they were done with really cool direction. As Erik pointed out earlier, you never see kind of the blows that are going to hit people unless you think of the blows happening at that party with the hot dog. And
there was a couple. Yeah. Hard hitting mustard.
So
scariest part of the movie. But
it's funny. The performances are all very, very good. I really highlight Brian Cox in that final showdown in his apartment. I thought that was just great. And it also capped off the series, like a lot of those comic books that you and I loved, those weird comics and things. The last segment usually would be, if you remember, like one person alone in a house or alone in the morgue or alone in some place facing off against something.
Yep.
I think of like Creepshow with the guy with the
apartment
roaches.
Building. Yeah.
Yeah, the apartment building. So I really enjoyed that. I liked all the aesthetics of it. I really liked Sam. I liked the feel of things. Some really unique shots that kind of stay with you here. And I just had a lot of fun with this movie. So I would highly recommend Trick or Treat, especially during Halloween season. Don't skip it. Put it in your rotation for your Halloween watching.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Definitely.
And Erik, we love this movie so much.
Halloween movie. It's definitely a Halloween movie. And you'll find all the little gems when you rewatch it. Yeah. Yep.
So, Erik, with both of us liking this so much, it is such a shame we don't have a rating system, a rating we can give it, because we haven't come up with one for the podcast. You'd think we've been doing this now for a little while. Right. Yeah. What?
We do.
What?
We have a rating.
Did you? I didn't. What is it?
I swear to God, I'm the busy one. It's October season here. You're doing nothing but moving. You got nothing to do. Yeah, we have a rating.
Okay.
It's 8.5. 8.5 out of 10 wheezing old geezers.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's probably 8.5 out of 10 deadly lollipops.
Yes, that's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
Half moon suckers.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I give it 8.5 out of 10 half moon suckers. Or
I'm going to go higher. I want it to go 9 or so.
You could go, we could go 9, but it has to be
I'm up there.
9 hot babe werewolves.
Or horny hot dogs.
Horny hot dog. Oh, yeah, I told you we had a rating. You're remembering it now. Yeah, it's 8.5 horny dogs with mustard.
Well, Well, that's what we rate this movie. We'd like to hear what everybody else thinks about Trick or Treat. We'd love to hear from you, or just any suggestions. We got people writing in suggestions of movies that they'd like for us to cover, and we love that. So you can reach out to us at midnightcinemapod.com. You can also listen to us on any of the platforms out there, Spotify, Apple. We're on all those platforms. If you're there, please take the time to rate and review us. It helps us get the word out about the podcast. We love hearing what you say. But Erik, I had a really fun time talking about this great Halloween movie with you this week.
I didn't know it. Shut the hell up. Wait, some kids are in my yard. What?
No,
I
don't think you should go see that.
Go get some candy.
No, don't go.
Oh,
don't. No, Erik, don't. Stop.
That's it. That's all.
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema. I am Art. Hold on. Take that.
Oh, you fucked it up already.
No, my screen fucked up.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
even believe. You can tell the viewers and listeners that and see if they.
I think, right now is what's happening. I'm telling them that. Start again. Take two.
Oh.
That always gives me a spike on the.
Oh.
Thing. So your deep dive into sci-fi and horror classics. I fucked up again.
Wow.
What's wrong with me today? I think because I'm moving. I'm all like,
hey, if Art
I'm going to put this in the bloopers,
everyone,
I think.
Yeah, if Art keeps this in, it's just so you know, this is so hard. It's hard to do the intro.
Isn't it?
Aw,
Yeah.
So hard, Art.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
What
Do it, you freak.
I'm going to put this. I'm definitely keeping this.
Do it. I have too much fun already. Go. Ready?
Welcome, all right. This is the longest intro we've ever had. All right.
I think it's welcome, everyone. Blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit. Go.
Okay. Warning, everybody. There is spoilers. There are spoilers ahead. I am so scattered this week because of this move. I don't know what's going on.
So Art's moving
one more.
From
all right, cut. Here
moving
we go.
from one house to another, like 5 seconds down the street, and it's affected his mental ability to function.
Take 20.
Take 25. Art Hennessy intro.
All right.
Hennessy intro. We're going overtime, just so you know. We're gonna have to.
Welcome,